happy Labor Day. I am in labor. Mostly 'cause I'm carrying a food baby. I had a large bowl of soup and now my tummy is full. Hear that? That's the density of a full tummy right there. Hi everyone! Hi! Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. I think for a lot of people today was a day off because of Labor Day. So today was a day off for me. I slept in no alarm. I raw dogged my awakening today. I went crazy. I love raw dogging waking up. I never get to do that these days, and so I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't set an alarm. I just woke up naturally, just raw dogged that awakening. The good shit right there. You wake up with no alarm, that's real peace. That's real peace. Yeah, I do have to go into the office, and I may or may not have 4 meetings tomorrow, but that's fine. I'll take it. But yeah, I slept a lot, and yeah. Then I got some work done for some stuff this month. I did some script writing and stuff. Yeah. That's a thing, no alarm. I know, right? The last time I slept with no alarm was... last year, November, I was in Japan for 3D, and I had a day off and everyone was busy, and so there's nothing to do until 1 p.m. And so I was like, that's fine. So I set an alarm for 1 p.m., but I woke up before the alarm went off. And so technically I didn't wake up to an alarm, but typically I do wake up to alarms. I always wake up to one. Yeah, I had to think for a second, but we got there. But yeah, I technically woke up before the alarm, so it's almost like going to bed with no alarm, you know? Yeah. That's a thing though. So I wake up in the mornings for work, and then on Saturdays and Sundays, I often wake up for either D&D or volunteering in the morning. So there's that. Or gym. Yeah. I wake up at 9 a.m. on weekends to DM for my players every weekend. That's real love right there. My players do not know how good they have it. Their DM wakes up at 9 a.m. for them. Okay? To compile notes and that kind of thing. On days where we meet up in physical locations for D&D, I wake up at 8 a.m. I wake up earlier, and they're lucky I put my eyebrows on. They're lucky I'm wearing any makeup, okay? They're lucky they dragged my lazy ass out of bed, put on some makeup, and drove to a fucking location. That's real love. That is real love right there. You can tell I adore my players, and I want them to be happy. That's real love. Waking up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday should be illegal. Illegal. But usually we have like online games, but occasionally we will go to like one of the girlies' houses and play there. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to host D&D at my place since I don't want to bug my parents or nothing. But back when I lived alone, I would often host D&D at my place, and I would make food, we get settled, we have meat, some wine. Not at 9 a.m. of course, but 5 in the evening after work. Yeah. Exactly. I left my fucking cave for this. You better be grateful. Your dungeon master hauled her ass out of bed for this. Hi. Oh, hello, Marsh. Hello, kitten. Hello. I believe it is time for us to talk about OCs. Hello, kitten. What if I made Zaddy into his own, like, character? Insane. Is it hard to stream with my parents? Not really. Yeah, not really. Mom and Dad don't really mind. Plus, the house I live in is quite old, so back in the day, we don't, a lot of modern furniture and desks and doors use a wood pulp to form wooden doors and wooden furniture. This is an old house. My door is from the 70s, and that's when they use solid wood. And so the soundproofing is actually pretty good. Yeah. And plus, Mom and Dad are pretty okay with it because, I help pay bills and shit like that, so they can deal with the occasional noise leak. Yeah, playing D&D in person hits different. It really does. And I think I saw in pre-chat earlier, someone was like, Aya, do you ever put your OCs into D&D? Yes. Well, why do you think I'm a dungeon master? to force players to roleplay with my OCs. What do you think it is? Huh? Do you think all the BBEGs are suspiciously sexy for no reason? Do you think all the NPCs are surprisingly deeply written for no particular reason? Do you find it strange how every city has its own unique NPC that you have to interact with? Well, do I have some news for you, besties? I'm forcing you to interact with my OCs. Is water wet? Is the sky blue? Is grass green? You tell me. Here, listen. It's one thing to join an RP server. It's another to force people to write an entire D&D game that spans a year to force people to play with you. Okay? Yeah, you know? So, just saying. Zaddy OC'd. What do you mean, Ayas? What do you mean, Marsh? Do you not like it if I had a Zaddy-style OC? Exactly! I am God, and you will play with my OCs. You no longer have a choice. You will play with my OCs and you will like them. The problem is, not every OC needs to be frickable, but I actually have a habit of drawing my OCs really sexy. Actually, my D&D characters in general tend to be cuntalicious, I like to say. Yeah. Oh! Speaking of cunt, I'll keep the side tangent short. But one of my friends recently, Butterfly friend recently debuted, and I was like, whoa, crazy. And so, well, the thing is, I already saw him. You see, it's called the friend privilege. When you get to see it a little early. And so I've seen that whorish grabbable waist for months now. I already saw it. But he did amazing. I know those hips. Like, okay, Shakira, calm the fuck down. No, I remember when Butterfly Friend showed me snippets, I was like, oh! it was very sexy. And I was like, okay, cunt. Okay, mother. Okay. His armpits. Okay. Okay, mother. Mother is mothering. Okay, mom. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. But, hair flips. I've already seen it. It's called the friend privilege. It's called friend privilege, and unfortunately, how does it feel to be on that side? How does it feel to be on that side? Here's the thing. Multiple members in the past have come to me asking for feedback on the drafts of their outfits. So I have seen every damn outfit there needs to be seen. I've seen all of it. I'm far too powerful. Yeah. I'm very powerful. Very powerful. Yeah, and so... Anyhow, he looks amazing. It's like... Sir, why are your hips... Why are your waist so small so others can grab it? So what? But yeah, wow. He looks great. He looks fantastic. I'm happy for him. I was lurking. I was lurking in chat. Yeah. Oh, butterfly, I mean, just a butterfly that I know. Yeah, just a good friend. And so, anyways, very sexy, very cool. The rigging's amazing, fantabulous. Because I've seen the art already, but I didn't see it rigged. And so, like, it was kind of insane. Like, I knew it was gonna be good because Butterfly Friend's very picky, but it was insanely good. Crazy good. And so, like, I'm pretty blown away. It looks amazing. So good for him. I'm excited to see what he does. I'm very excited for him. Yeah. I know Bandit Friend and I were going feral for ages. Like, we were barking, frothing at the mouth, flipping out, pissing, shitting, crying, wetting ourselves. And so, like, it was insane. It's insane. He has such good taste. He has excellent taste. Finally, someone who understands my my fixation with armor and medieval styling. Like, come on. Come the fuck on. Yeah. Exactly. Like frothing at the mouth, my eyes roll to the back of the head. I start chanting in Latin backwards. It's like a full thing. Yeah. But hi everyone. Hope you. I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. But yeah. I hope you're having a nice Monday. A nice Monday. And lost my train of thought. Hi! I have tea! I got some good old-fashioned oolong milk tea with honey-soaked boba and a little bit of salt foam on top. If you've never had either salt or cream cheese foam on top of your milk tea, try it. It's like the nice, like, sweet saltiness enriches the flavor of the tea. Yeah, it makes it really yummy. Ooh, long. It's like when I was in Japan, I would look Scarlet dead in the eye and just keep staring until she looked back at me and go, ooh, long. Just to make her, like, have a face crack in public. Anyway, don't be friends with me, you guys. I will annoy you with stupid inside jokes. But yeah. Now, you ever had a cream cheese foam? It's super yummy. A lot of the more trendy places, like, a lot of mom and pop shops don't have it, but, like, the more trendy, like, fancy-dancy places tend to have it. Yeah, like, the trendy Instagrammable places tend to have it. It's pretty good. Yeah, cheese foam, yeah, it's really good, actually. I quite like it, but the littler mom and pop shops don't tend to have it just because it requires, like, specific kinds of machinery. Oh, Happy Lemon, yeah! Happy Lemon's good. It's a whipped... it's a different kind of foam, but similar flavor profile. Oh, yeah, matcha milk tea with strawberry. Oh, so good. It's just, I think... matcha is so earthy and rich that the citrusy flavor. Try having it with like a pomegranate. It's also good with pomegranate. Yeah, I like the citrusy flavor of like strawberry or pomegranate cutting through the earthy flavor of matcha. It's actually very balanced that way. Yeah. Not a fan of cream cheese, really? I hate all cheeses. Well, most cheeses, but I love cream cheese. Yeah. I don't eat bagels though because it tires out my jaw. I have a very sensitive TMJ and I get lockjaw on occasion, and so it's kind of annoying. You would never guess though. You'd never guess because I don't look like I have it, you know? How are you, my Oshi? Listen, I've given birth to on stream before. You have no excuse. If you still Oshi me at this point, you're chopped. That's on you, babes. That's on you, hun. Yeah. Cheesecake? Of course I've had cheesecake. I'm American! I've had every dessert known to man. I'm American! Okay? I eat like we have free healthcare. The only time I got a copious amount of cream cheese when I make crab rangoon. Okay, but you kind of have to, though. It's illegal. It's illegal not to have copious amounts of cream cheese and crab rangoons. If not, the fuck are you doing? I can tolerate mozzarella, but I don't like stinky cheeses. Like, I don't like brie, I don't like camembert. I don't like a lot of cheeses. Fuck blue cheese. Who the fuck eats blue cheese? I'm sorry, blue cheese is it smells like Satan's asshole. It's like the devil himself thought, what's the worst fucking food I can make, and made blue cheese. You know? Disgusting. They gave birth on your birthday stream. Yeah, it's in the title. What about the dressing? Also evil. Dark-sided. Wrong. Incorrect. Blue cheese is cheese made for Satan worshippers. Okay? Yeah. It's blue cheese, cottage cheese, certain kinds of brie. I believe those people are dark-sided. Dark-sided evil people. Something is inherently wrong with them. Yeah. Ranch is for norm... Wait, does ranch have blue cheese in it? Did you know that I only recently, within the past couple of months, realized that ranch is American? I thought it was Italian. Once again, the American schooling system fails me. What the hell's wrong with you? Listen, kitten, Zaddy does not like your taste in cheese, kitten. Oh, kitten, Zaddy does not like that. Claps his feet in disapproval. Oh, kitten. Oh, princess. I believe your opinions make Zaddy very angry, princess.
Zadie does not like your opinion in regards to Wutui's princess. I do not like it. I believe, bites lip, I will have to punish you, kitten. I will have to punish you, kitten. I do not like your opinion on cheese, princess. Zadie is very unhappy with your taste. Zadie is not happy whatsoever.
Thank you for the Akasupa. Wow, I can't believe you just Akasupa to state the objectively a wrong opinion. That's crazy. You know, might as well just call me a slur. I would prefer it if you just called me a slur. Bro, Miss Ma'am really just Akasupa to have the wrong opinion. Insane. Insane. Wild. Absolutely wild. Blue cheese rules. Wrong. Okay, guys. I think I have to strip Marsh of her lesbian status. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lesbians have to objectively have good taste in food, and that's just objectively incorrect. I'm sorry, Marsh. You're like unranking lesbianism right now. You used to be like diamond tier lesbian, now you're like bronze, honestly. I'm sorry, babe. Yeah. Foyd is crazy, eyes. That is crazy. Crazy. Insane. Wow. Thank you for the Akasupa, Marsh. Wow. Wow. Akasupa-ing for the wrong opinion is insane. It's an insane move. Insane. Fine. Since you were denounce your love for blue cheese, you may return to Diamond 2 status lesbian. Thank you. Thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah! Thank you, thank you, thank you, Marsh. Thank you, thank you. I can't believe you. That's weird. I don't know a single person IRL that actually likes blue cheese. That's crazy. I've never seen such a thing. Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's a new one. Thank you. Mwah! Thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you, thank you. Bites you. Finds your address, approaches you, and takes out your knees. Woman Smoocher, thank you for the super. Gooby, I'm sure to show you my OCs. I think you're gonna read me to filth again. They're all sexy older women, aren't they? I'm gonna take a wild guess, Woman Smoocher 5000, that all of your OCs are sexy older women, and I bet one of them is a vampire. Am I right? Not to read you to filth or anything, but like, I have a strong inkling that they're older women. One of them is probably a vampire. Okay, just putting that out there. Yes, all my characters are lesbian. Sue me. I won't tell you about them. You're gonna be mean. She hates me. No, it's just called reading to filth. It's called reading to filth. Okay? Thank you for the super. What, did I get it right? Thank you for the super Astros. Thank you for the Guathco hot dog. Thank you. And thank you again for the Akasupa, Marsh.
Zadie is not happy with it, but I will accept it for now, princess.
They are not older women, and only one's a hot vampire woman. Okay, sorry. Pardon. Got you. Thank you. Let me see. Oh no, my YouTube live room froze up for a second. 1 second. Phantom, thank you for the super. When I was in my teenage fanfic writing years, pardon me. When I was in my teenage fanfic writing years, I made tons of OCs, but they were all the same flavor of Chow Yun Fat in John Woo in movies inspired gunslingers. It really was just one. Okay. How many of y'all have OCs with weapons? Because in legit, so a lot of my D&D characters are just simply readapted OCs from my teenage years and college years. All of them have weapons or some kind of like medium if they're like a magic user. Because guys, it is so fun assigning a weapon to an OC because like you can like for example, you can tell a lot about a character based on like what kind of weapons they carry, you know? Yeah, you know? It's like, for example, like the obvious, like, big, beefy person might have gauntlets or, like, you know, arcane gauntlets, maybe a giant sword, like a slab of metal, whatever. Then you have like the prim and proper sword, like a rapier, or like maybe daggers and that kind of thing. You know? Yeah, I feel like you can tell a lot about a character based on the weapons they use, like a saber. Okay. Scythes are very, very, very overdone. They're cliche, they're overdone, and they're so fucking cool! I don't care what people say. Scythes are cool, but Aya, it's not like a legitimate weapon. It's not meant for combat. I don't give a fuck! I don't give a fuck. I'm using them. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. No. My characters will be using scythes. They will be. Okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Like,
oh yeah, they're not realistic. They're meant for farming. They're not actually meant for what's.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Where's the whimsy in that, huh? Where's the whimsy and fancy in that? There desperately needs to be a world where everyone has a scythe. It is what it is, okay? Scythes are so fucking cool. I will not back down from this opinion. Thank you for the super. Thank you, Phantom. Harley, thank you for the super. Thank you. And day 7. It's an 1 week of telling Aya to stop digging in your butt. Thank you. Let me see. Harley, thank you for the super. To share my OC, my first ever D&D character, a high elf bard, glamour, archfey warlock. Her patron was her grandmother, the queen of air and darkness. Turns out her mom was an Eladrin. Huh. I feel like a lot of people's first D&D character is usually elf, just because it's human enough to be relatable and understandable in terms of mechanics, but still fey, because everyone wants to be fey. In D&D, everyone does. It's kind of normal. Yeah, you know. Thank you for the super, Harley. I think I'm the same. I think my very first D&D character was, I forgot her name, but she was a high elf cleric who would commune with her patron by taking exorbitant amounts of fairy dust and other such substances. So, yeah. Very cool, thank you for the super. Stop forcing them to your delusions. No, my players will deal with my delusions. It is what it is. Thank you again for the Aka super, kitten.
Thank you, princess. Thank you, Princess. Zadie's very happy. Thank you, princess.
Mr. One World and happy 17 months. Good to see you again. Mwah! Very cool, thank you for the gifted. Thank you for the 2 gifted, actually. Thank you very much. Thank you. Does Dark Elf count? Sure, why not? Yeah. What kind of fairy dust? The ones that make you feel like... The funny mycelium that makes you hear voices. And so she mistook them for the voice of God. And then she became a cleric. Yeah. Is that funny? Okay, random thing. I do not have a single self-insert OC. Mostly just because, like... I don't know. I don't see myself in my OCs. I'm there for... They exemplify certain traits I want for story and plotline reasons, so I actually have no relations at all with any of my OCs, to be honest. None. I mean, maybe the ones I made back in middle school are probably a bunch of self-inserts, but of the characters I make for, like, D&D and stuff, they honestly have no connection to me whatsoever. Yeah. Shardmine Artificer, that's a fun one. That's a really fun one. You actually made Tamaki. Okay, Carrot Flower, that's kind of funny though. That's kind of funny. Kiss, fall in love. Oh, creepypasta Sona. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You made a creepypasta Sona. Listen, I'm so sorry, babes. You can cry into my bosom. My newest OC is named Angelica Maiden. She's a super criminal. Is he making fun of me? Is he making fun of me? I think he's making fun of me. Mods! Ban him! Mods, kill this guy. Mods, kill the sniper. Thank you. Anyways, and so, Yeah. And so... Yeah, I don't have any self-insert OCs, honestly. They aren't for me. I feel weird. I like to feel disconnected. But I mean, he's a mod. That can change. Gio Mummy, thank you for the super. I remember an OC who was pretty cringe. She was banished from her homeland, could talk to animals, had holy powers, and walked like a dinosaur. Super cute, though. Listen, I just have funny T-Rex arms, okay? Leave me and my arms alone. Listen. Silence! Listen, I cringe at my lord, so you don't have to be mean about it. Damn! What the hell? No, that's funny because I technically did have a VTuber OC because that was my script when I auditioned. And so technically I suppose I had one. I mean, tomorrow we are designing a VTuber baby on stream because I don't know. I wanna see what it feels like to be a mother. A mother of a VTuber, you know? I want to have cute Twitter interactions with my mother, with my child, you know? Yeah. Yeah, if you want me to see stuff, you can add them to the live tag. I'll take a glance at it. Yeah. Didn't try to give birth. Wow, what, you think I can only give birth once? What do you think I am, a weakling? Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's... I have characters with the German accents, but it's mostly just because, like, in my D&D games, a lot of times certain characters will adopt accents of certain real-world locations, like Germany, Italy, etc., etc. Yeah. And so, where'd the first child go then? Let's not ask hard questions here today, okay, chat? Let's ask easy questions. Okay? Yeah. It's like all of the OCs that I actively interact with for D&D are all, of course, D&D related, so they're all, like, fantasy related. Oh yeah, so in case y'all have missed it, so I by accident may have made a bit of a cunty character recently. So I run a weekend D&D campaign where I play with some friends offline, and she is a very recently turned vampire. She is a bounty hunter, and I made her a little bit too sexy. Her name is Jude Rosenthal, and I actually made her sexy. I didn't mean to. Okay? I was like, okay, let's draw someone who obviously is a little bit edgy, a little bit moody, because all of the characters that my players have interacted with are really nice so far. Let's make them kind of mean now. And so they're like, oh no, goth muscle mommy. And no, she's muscular because she's a bounty hunter, and she's wearing all black because she's mourning the death of her husband. But they're like, no, goth mommy. That's not what that means. But my players have this incredible ability to flirt with any NPC I give them or kill them. So, here we are. Jim, let me thank you for the super. My first OC was to mix my favorite franchises. So essentially a Super Saiyan, X-Men, and Middle Earth. I regret nothing. That's cute though! That's adorable! Like, I feel like OCs in certain phases of your childhood really tell, like, what you're into. It's like a fun, like, time capsule of where you were at that moment, you know? Yeah. Stop proposing, Vivicore! Shush! She looks like she could use a rebound. Leave her the fuck alone! Oh my god! Anyways. She's very recently turned. When the players find her, she's only been a vampire for a couple of months. Yeah, only for a couple of months. And on the rare occasion where the vampire spawn actually has a decent working relationship with their vampire master, so like, yeah. It's kind of crazy, because I thought about making the backstory a little more edgy by like, oh no, that's an evil vampire lord. No, just a business person, so, Oh my god, I have a Sonic OC, but I only made it on stream though. You know? I am now telepathically sending you my period. Honestly, to be fair, I love messing with proportions for OC characters because, like, you know what's really fun? Dragonborns who are obscenely tall. Like, Dragonborns do technically have draconic blood in them, and so dragons are fucking huge. They're ginormous. And so, I know it's technically not in the handbook. Typically, Dragonborn can upwards of, like, what, 6 to 7 feet. I like making 9, 10-foot tall dragon people. I just think it's fun, you know? It adds a lot of nice variation with the NPC cast if you have very varying heights. Like, I love having very short stack to backsies. Like, for example, one of the characters my players met in an island a while back was like literally a 5'1" tabaxi, a barbarian, and then cuts to like the 9-foot tall dragonborn warlock from the mainland. You know? Yeah, are they single? Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Thank you for the super Astros. Funniest D&D character I made was a half-elf bard named Alexa Amazonia. Whenever she played oh no. Whenever she played Despacito, I rolled out an amped-up wild magic table camp. That's funny. She plays actual Despacito. That's funny. That is funny. I love OCs or like D&D characters with like just stupidity behind them. That's what I'm saying, Carrot Flower. You can tell from certain OCs what exactly you're into at the moment. Giolami, thank you for the super. Yes, childhood. I definitely don't imagine to write stories with that character anymore. Definitely not. It's fine too. I think people need to have OCs of any flavor they want. They're OCs. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the donation. Thank you, Corgi. Firstly, thank you for the super caraway. Enemy Impulse Dallas. Oh yeah, perhaps I'll be there, I'll be there, yeah. Corgi, thank you for the donation. Original story, but my OC's name is Victus. Victus is a fun name. Victus is a good one. A demonic human and a post-hell earth religious order of knights who worship the moon. He is full of guilt upon learning their crusade for holy artifacts and invasion of a few remaining human colonies. Is it possible? Bro, you should get into Trench Crusade. You should get into Trench Crusade. I think you're here for that stream, Corgi, but you need to get into Trench Crusade. If you're into this kind of writing, you would love a Trench Crusade. Get in on that. Thank you. Astros, thank you for the donation. My D&D character accidentally became BBEG. Zion was a tiefling celestial warlock serving under homebrew trickster god. They ran a whole mafia disguised as a circus in secret, DM permission, until one of the players questioned where the gold came from. Tehe. And that's when you roll deception. That's when you roll psychotic amounts of deception. Or just smokescreen run away. Cute. Cute, cute. Cute. Thank you, Astros. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'll be honest. I said this in pre-chat, but how many of y'all have fucking like evil characters or villainous characters? I'll be so honest. I am that edgelord. A good probably 70% of the fictitious characters I come up with for either personal use or D&D games are somehow aligned to evil. Evil people are cool, okay? They're cool. I like them. They're cool. Yeah. That whack primal blood. I love like people's idea of like bloodlines affecting the character. That's fun. They are fun. That's what I'm saying. You know? Giolami, thank you for the super. Do D&D characters count? They do. My first D&D character was a ranger named Blizzard. He had no ice-related powers or lore, but as a kid, I didn't know what Blizzard means. I just thought it sounded cool. Aw, that's kind of cute though. That's so cool. That's cute. Aw, cute. My Nijisanji sonas. Oh yeah, technically your mascot sonas technically count as OCs. Technically. Yeah. Ardalian is a cool name. That's a cool... I think I had a BBEG I used for my very first D&D game. Aquila, I think? Aquila. Yes, I remember Aquila. I forgot the last name, but my very first D&D one-shot on the channel, I did name the BBEG Aquila. I missed a Trench Crusade, but I did take a lot of inspiration from a Covenant. Oh, a Covenant from Halo! Ah! Yeah. So evil, that's why he's so chaotic. Okay, I'll be so real. I'll be so real. And perhaps I'm getting too meta here, and technically, I do not have the right to say this as a corporate VTuber, okay? But in my humble opinion, I think that VTuber models are expensive and a massive money and time sink. And some people probably should have just made OCs, then become a VTuber. In a sense that, like, I think it's cool to have a VTuber. I think it's cool to be a VTuber. But I can tell a lot of quite a few of VTubers, especially in the indie scene, were very much like, I like my OC so much, I'm gonna make it into a VTuber. But it's a lot of money. I mean, if you can afford it, good for you, go for it. But there's a lot of them. And I think that's where possessiveness over designs tend to come in a little bit. It's like every other week you see someone go like, they stole my design! Well, here's the thing. There's always gonna be a little bit of overlap no matter where you go, because no one owns a trademarked symbol or detail. It's just a detail. And so I think some people are better off simply making OCs and fully committing to the streaming thing, you know? Yeah, in my humble opinion. Exactly, a PNG tuber is a great way to start, honestly. Syntax, thank you for the SOPA. For Christmas one-shot, I made a halfling artificer named Chris Mass. That's cute. Who used to make toys for the devil named Satan Claus until he escaped. That's kind of fun, though! Yeah, it was Satan Claus, like from the Nine Hells or something. That's kind of fun. Yeah, Satan Claus from Avernus. That's kind of fun, though. Argent's Smaragdus. Argent is pretty. Isn't there like a Star Rail character? Argent? Argentina? Wait, there's a Star Rail character, right? I think when that character was released, I got a lot of people quote retweeting going AiaAmare. That looks like AiaAmare. It's Argent something? Argenti. Yeah, I got so many comparisons, and I can kind of get it. I kind of get it. Especially with this outfit, I totally get it. Exactly, Nira. Exactly. Nothing's 100% original. No. Yeah. Yeah, Argent. Yeah, he's very pretty. Very my style. I do love, like, you know, you know my taste. I love them armored. Starts with neutral, got a good, became neutral evil in one session. Bro. So, out of curiosity earlier today, I actually hopped into my old D&D Beyond account, and I saw, because I had a nice subscription, right? So I had a bunch of character sheets. Of the 11 I had loaded into D&D Beyond, 9 of them were evil alignment. I think I'm just an edgelord. I like to say that I came out of my emo phase already. I don't think I have. I think I've been in denial this entire time, because for me to be beep years old and have mostly evil-leaning characters, I think I'm just an edgelord. Of the 11 I had loaded, that's not even all my characters. I have them loaded in like Celestial as well. But just in D&D Beyond, of the 11 I had there, 9 were evil alignment. Huh, ain't that something? I like writing villains. Yeah, they're just fun. I think it's because there's certain theatricalness that come with evil characters. It's just nice and theatrical and fun, and just like, you puff your chest and you look down at the peasants. It's fun, you know? Yeah, I quite like it. I'm actually shocked how uninventive VTuber concepts can be. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing yet another job animal myth, but people really don't branch out much, even with indie freedom. Here's the thing. That's why I believe that some people are better off making OCs, because when you're a VTuber, a lot of what you do has to do with branding. And what makes an interesting OC may not make a good brand. You know what I'm saying? And so, sure, you can be a half demon, half angel, frog, dog, cat, demon, anime girl, boy thing, whatever. Yes, you can. That makes for a fun OC, but it doesn't always mean that it translates well into branding for a streamer. And so I think that's where people kind of get a little wobbly. And that's why sometimes I do say that I believe some people are better off making OCs rather than being a full-time streamer, you know? Because what you think works in an OC doesn't always work for a VTuber design, unfortunately. Can it work? Yes! There are times where it does indeed work. There are plenty of times where it works, but there are also times where it does not work at all. And so, like, also, I believe there's a bit of an epidemic of gross over-designing. Not gross as an ill, but just like heavy amounts of over-designing. I think having a clear concept is a better idea than having a lot of concepts, you know? Do one thing well, then do a million things quite badly, you know? And that's my humble opinion, and I am not necessarily a character designer, I just happen to be interested in character design, but like, that's my personal take on it. But then again, I have no control over you can do whatever the fuck you want. I am not your boss, okay? Yeah, a good OC design is whatever makes you happy. It's just an OC. It can be as overdone and underdone as you want. It can be literally a standing man emoji for all I care. OCs are for personal use, so it's perfectly fine. However, for VTubing, if you want to be a professional streamer, you have to know your branding. And sometimes being a dog, cat, angel, demon, frog, panda, bear, motorcycle thing doesn't always brand very well, unfortunately. You know what I mean? It's kind of like an interesting mix of understanding what makes of interesting and compelling marketable design and what makes for a fun, compelling personal use character, you know? It can be a lot, though. Yeah, understandable. That's a lot to go through. Yeah. From the opposite... I suppose so. I think you have a good point, Corgi. I think there can be overlap where people get a little bit, like, possessive of their designs. Yeah. There's someone that we just met years ago. We finished roleplay campaign together. But the next day we created a new OC and looks like my two OC mixed together in the last campaign we played together. Well, that sounds like a personal thing you should probably sort out with them. Let me see. Oh, George, thank you for the super. Thank you. Most of my OCs are past, hypothetical, future tabletop characters. Same. A current obsession is wizard nun, which means which seems mean and is, but 100% a team player and just stern about it. Likes drawing vines and flower patterns. Are we the same person? I love people who seem militant but are actually just good team players. I love that. I love hard exterior, but they're just a regular fucking person. Not even like a soft person, just like they're just there to do their job. I love that. And lately, religious zealotry. I love characters that have deep-rooted obsessions with one particular thing. It just makes for fun story writing, and so I talked about him yesterday. I have a warlock. Who essentially sacrificed his entire physical form to worship his patron. And so, like, his body hardly counts as his at this point. He is simply a vessel for his god, you know? And his god is the god of conquest, homebrew, of course. And so, I just think it's fun because it makes for fun story writing moments, and also insane amounts of body horror because his body is basically maimed and mangled so that a god could live in it. So it's less of a person, more of like a vessel that a god happens to reside in. And so I love character design that hints at story and that kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like a good character design allows you to know a lot about someone with a single glance. At least that's my personal philosophy. It's not always true for everyone, of course. But like, I just think it's fun. I just think it's really fun. Yeah, and like his chest like splits open in order to pull his spiritual weapon, not a spiritual weapon, like a sensor. Yeah, it's cool shit, man. It's cool. Yeah. Thank you, George. Thank you for the super. And I love nuns. I love clergymen in my D&D stories. Zorklo, thank you for the super. My favorite D&D PC so far was a failed paladin who made a pact with the unicorn and became a blade-locked pseudo-paladin. That's kind of fun, though. Also, paladins with unicorn designs. Cool as fuck. Cool as fuck. Centaur paladins. Just saying. Literally tanks. Actual tanks. Thank you, Zorklo. Thank you. Let me see. My Pookies and I love people calling each other Pookies. AU of our VTuber fan zone is out of school and the lives as teachers. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Hope you and your pookies have fun. Ukesuke, thank you for the super. Hi, Goop. Since we're talking about OCs, I'll speak of Drow Druid Man and his bitchy tiefling bestie turned significant other from Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay. Drow is named Alfric and tiefling is named Tan. Bloodlust curse is present. I love that. I love D&D being a platform for OCs. I love that. That sounds fun. That sounds great. Thank you, Giske. Also, Drow are fun. Shadowkai. I'm sorry, Shadowkai are slightly cooler. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Drow are fine. They're cool. But Shadowkai, though. Shadowkai, listen. Peak sex. Sexy. Extremely sexy. Extremely sexy. People from the Shadowfell, I love that. I love me a Shadowkai. They're also like the white hair. The white hair. I'm sorry. I'm a very basic woman. I love me a white-haired anime character. I'm sorry. It will never not be cunty. It will never not be cunty at all. Yeah. You see, same jorts. That like nuns who take care of magical books in libraries. Like honestly, people who write clerics into librarians, because your class does not necessarily denote your job. Clerics who double as librarians are so fun. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. They need to have a decent instat, so. Yeah. AC, happy 9 months, happy pregnancy. I have a paladin who is the child, and the parent makes a bargain with a witch for the firstborn. Deal and joins the church to get away from her. That's fun. That sets up for fun, like zealotry in relation to that church, I think. Yeah, that's really, really fun. I love that. Yeah, I know. I just like white-haired anime characters. Shut the fuck up. Okay, Nikore, here's my real question. Does your nun have a gun, though? I love nuns with weapons. Nuns with weapons and firearms, okay? They open up their habit and there's a fucking blicky. I love that shit. When prayer doesn't work, pure lead does. You know? I love it. I love it when nuns are armed to the teeth. I love it. May I say Sephiroth? Don't read me like that. Don't read me like that. Shut the fuck up. Don't read me. Damn. Yeah. Sandage is a very... oh my god. Hi, Int Zero is barbarian. God bless. God bless. God bless you. Ooh, rangers! Ooh, gunslingers. Gunslinger characters are way fun. Super, super, super fun. Ooh, Leshy Bard. Leshies are fun. Huge corgi. It's not even a wolf companion, it's just a large corgi. That's funny. I love that. A tabaxi rogue named Pudge. Aww, cute! Aww, that's kind of cute though. Fat cat. Cute! The nun had a battle axe or like a Gatling gun or something. Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. Let me see. Huge household object as a frying pan. Frying pan. I love it when my players on several occasions have used frying pans as primary weapons. In fact, one of my players who's a cleric, her spiritual weapon was a frying pan. A comically oversized cast iron frying pan, that's it. I love that for her. And so like every single time she would hit someone in battle, like the spiritual weapon would hit someone in battle, every single time. She made a point to always make the sound effects. And so I'm like, okay, so you're gonna deal 8 points force damage and some radiant. This every single time. It's so fun. I love that. My D&D OC is a half-elf bard who's charismatic and self-sufficient. She G-worded from... Wow, G-word? Crazy. Crazy. I love magic school arcs for OCs and stuff like that. Paxi, thank you for the silpa. My current very edgy Pathfinder 2E PC is an ex-child soldier nun who lost her left arm and leg to rebel fireball. She since found out that people have families and is very sad about how many she's killed. I remember, so... one thing I like about villains is when they're fully aware that what they're doing is bad, but they see it as a means to an end. Like, they're not evil, like, ha ha ha, I laugh at your pain. It's more like, this is a sacrifice I have to make, and it sits on my conscience kind of shit. It's like, Markvart from KCD2, so I finished the game already, but I went online and I looked up, like, a missing dialogue I actually missed with him because I couldn't find him in time at the end. But one of the dialogues you can have with Markvart, he actually explains that he remembers every face he's killed. So he actually remembers Henry's parents as he struck him down in Scallons. So for those who don't know for those who have not played KCD2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, firstly, amazing game. Secondly, Markvart kills the main character's mom and dad in the first game, and Henry hunts him down in the second game where Markvart eventually succumbs to a wound that was given to him by Dry Devil. And in that conversation, he mentions that he remembers every single face he's killed, and actually remembers Henry's parents. And so I kind of like the idea of a villain who's fully aware that they are not a good person, but they deem their actions worthy in order to do what they have to do. Because at the end of the day, because Markvart is also a father of 2 daughters, you know, and so like he's just doing what he thinks is best for his country. So I kind of like that. It's as much as I love blind evil, I think having relatable, like in another context, maybe they could be good kind of villains. I quite like that. Yeah, it's interesting because the entire game really has you hating Markvart. Like the game makes you hate this bald man like crazy. Yeah. Let me see. That's cool, Coupon. That's fun, though. I like that. Monks are fun. I forgot which subclass of monk, but there's a subclass of monk. I think it's soul something. I forgot what. There's a certain subclass of 5e monks that can basically harness the power of the sun in their fists, which is hilarious because they will punch you and deal radiant damage. I forgot which subclass. It's like soul something. Soul something, not Soul Calibur. Sun Soul, yeah, Sun Soul monks. They're so fucking funny. Do you ever get punched with the power of the sun? Fuck you! Punches you, deals radiant damage. I kind of love that, though. It's kind of stupid. Spiral, thank you for the silpa. I have a pair of twin OCs, separated at birth and placed in parallel worlds. They sense each other's existence and live as if they're together. Same apartments at opposite ends of the table for meals. That's fun! Ooh, that's a fun idea, actually. I do have a conjoined twin kind of like character that I briefly brought up for like a D&D game, but I didn't really get much use out of them because my players did not interact with them very much. Probably because they were squeamish. But I did have a centaur, like a centaur, kind of like a fawn situation, like a deer centaur, but they're conjoined with another like there's twin basically. So they're connected at like the hip. So there's 8 legs total. It's a lot of legs. And so one of them was dying, and the other one was perfectly healthy. And the players just never really interacted with them very much. So actually their entire storyline didn't really come through in the end. But that's what happens when you DM. You have to be okay with that. You can't force your players to go back to old points. So it is what it is. Yeah. What if I thought the dead parents' ghosts were just because he's sidekick? Or just having an episode. I don't know. I once meet characters that are AiaAmareLIVE are so fun. Actual angels. So fun. Oh, that's fun, Dragon Row! Everyone was bears? That is so funny. Just, like, as in, like, actual, like, grah, bear, claws. Or, like a hairy man. What kind of bear? Gianlami, thank you for the silpa! In my RPG setting, there's an NPC based on my cat Domino. She was originally a trickster spirit. After my cat passed, she got promoted to lesser goddess of repose, caring for the souls of animals. Humble tribute to Domino. Aww, that's cute. Aww. If y'all didn't know, so my cat Gigi passed some time ago, and she's still sitting on the windowsill of one of my room assets. I refuse to move her, so she's still there. And I think, Yeah, she was featured in one of my old games I ran offline. She was the cat of a tavern owner. So whenever I run D&D, we start off. It's basically homeroom / check-in. So the players will always have a place to wake up to, right? Like usually I'll settle them into a tavern. So when we're warming up and getting ready for the session, they'll be at the tavern and talking and that kind of thing, warming up their voices. And one of the tavern owners that they stayed with for a long time was one of my very few self-insert characters, just me, but as a barmaid. And there's a cat named Fifi in there. It's obviously just Gigi. So, my kitty cat. Jesse, happy 15 months. This isn't something I see too often in only a couple games. But does D&D have anything like song magic besides what bards normally learn? Song magic? Explain. Like, like the act of singing, doing some kind of magical effect? Yes, that does exist. Also, not only that, but it's technically flavor text, so for spells to work in the D&D universe, you have to physically say them. Unless you're a sorcerer with like subtle spell or something, where you don't have to physically make the incantation. Spells work by actually speaking them into existence, so, you know, wording. And technically, singing your spells has the same effect. So technically, yes, that exists. Yeah. Technically, yes. May, happy 13 months. Good morning, Gooby. Just want to say hi, I love you. Have an amazing week in your OC talk inspire me to create cool backstories for my own too. Yeah, have fun with it. Creative writing is good for your brain. Yeah. I think it's good to engage in OC making and creative writing. It's good for you, you know? Yeah. Thank you, May. The idea of a campaign where everyone's forced to be an animal is kind of funny, though. Exactly. I think it's fun. I think I once ran a one-shot where it's like Freaky Friday, where my players swapped player sheets and swapped characters and had to learn how to like, for example, our poor bard. God bless our bard. So our bard multi-class as bard and rogue, they got swapped with the Furbolg barbarian, and they had no idea how to play them. It's like, I'm trying to hide, but I'm much too large. Sounds, Gwenly, you have an OC too, you dingus. Oh yeah, subtle spell, counter spell, devious and disgusting. Pure evil. Yes, it was no one. It was actually, yeah. Yeah, and in the end, I decided not to put Gigi into it because I was low-key mourning. But like, yeah. Technically, the barmaid that was in the D&D merch drop was actually my barmaid character from that campaign. Yeah. Exactly. Imagine going from a sneaky, multi-class rogue bard to a big hulking barbarian Furbolg. Crazy. Lore Bard's backstory is too long but then like, okay, let's take a look-see. Yeah. Honestly, that's why I regularly rotate my players. Like, I have quite a few IRL friends who really want to be a part of my games, and so I just cycle them in and out. Yeah. Alright. Counter spelling revive or crazy, yeah. Honestly, people, okay. I know that I hype up Warlock like crazy just because I think the flavor text for Warlock is a lot of fun because getting your power through prayer is really, really fun. But sorcerers, girl, they are fun in gameplay. I mean, I think sorcerers can be really fun for writing as well, but gameplay, bro, the meta magic. Distant subtle spell is devious. Imagine minding your own business, then from like 5 miles away, Eldritch Blast off a cliff. And you don't even start combat because the sorcerer's too far away. Insane. It's the funniest shit. Imagine minding your own business, then your fucking coworker dematerializes. Yeah. A rogue minotaur. Huh. Named Sirloin. Sirloin is stupid. I love it. Sirloin for a minotaur? That's great. Can I steal that? That's great. Let me see. That is so fun. That is so fun. Yeah, in case y'all don't know, so sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards are all casters, but they rely on different things. So a wizard is basically a giga nerd. So basically, you know, Fuchan. And so they basically learn their magic through study in school. A sorcerer has inherent magic running through their blood, pardon me. And typically because of dragon blood, like a draconic bloodline. And so sorcerers are inherent magic, wizards are learned magic, and warlocks get their magic through a patron, usually like a powerful demon, perhaps a higher power, maybe directly from a god, that kind of thing. Yeah. Well, he'll always catch strays. I don't care. Fluchan will always catch strays. That's what he gets for becoming the Pope. Yeah. Yeah, like a magical sugar daddy. Basically, yeah. I also have another warlock character who basically treats his god like an arcane battery. So the god basically has a physical manifestation that the warlock has captured and will often pray to, like as a relic, in order to basically force the god into becoming like an unending arcane battery for him. It's kind of low-key god abuse. And one of my players, diabolical by the way. And so this warlock I have keeps this god, because this god is basically the size of like a baby at this point. And so he keeps him in like a case strapped to his back, right? And so no one knows what it looks like on the inside, right? Because I kept it a secret from my players. One of my players fucking drew the warlock opening the case, and it's the Mexican little dried aliens. You know those shitty little dried aliens they found in Mexico? Someone fucking drew them! Drew the warlock with the god as a fucking dried up alien! Bro got Ren Zoto! That's crazy! It was so stupid looking! And then they had the gall to change the Discord server we play D&D with to the alien god. So fucking stupid! I hate my players. I fucking hate my players. I hate them. I'm killing all of them. Bro got Ren Zoto'd. Insane. Oh, Akun! Thank you for the sopa! Thank you! My rogue has a knight that talks to her. To be fair, I do love cursed objects. Cursed objects make for fun storytelling. The lieutenant once, accidentally threw the lieutenant once into a snake pit during a fight, and he asked me for a distraction, so she did the orange justice as a nice rip up from the pit and threw itself. Do you ever get cornered and start aggressively twerking to distract the enemies? That's so stupid! I love that! That's so stupid! That's so fucking stupid! Imagine you get cornered in a fucking snake pit and you start vigorously twerking. I mean, if you pass the performance check, sure, go for it. I'm a rule of cool dungeon master. If it works, it works. Okay? Damn, that's insane. That's insane. It was the first thing that came to mind. God bless. That is so funny. I love that for you. Thank you for the super. George, thank you for the super. Another character I want to play is for Monster Hearts. A T-girl ghoul whose supernatural hunger was for human warmth, as in kindness, but also in a Star Wars Tauntaun way. Little zombie matches girl idea. Aww, that's kind of cute though. Craving warmth and kindness. Aww, that's adorable though. What a fun concept. I love that. I feel like I always make like edgelord OCs. It's nice to have like actual sweetheart OCs every now and then. Thank you for the super. Thank you, George. Thank you. Mundane, thank you for the super. Back when Utao, oh my god. Kasane Teto fans, rise the fuck up. Rise the fuck up. Rise the fucketh uppeth. Man, I love Teto. Anyways, I was in a Vocaloid forum where people were sharing their Utaloid OCs with working voice banks. Managed to listen to the wiki with a few song covers. Oh, that's fun, Mundane! That is so fun! You see, I've always wanted to learn how to use a voice bank. That's fun, though. Thank you for the super. Thank you, thank you! Yeah. Yeah, Teto fan. Listen. Listen. Some bangers. Some bangers. That was crazy. Crazy dial. Teto's really fun, yeah. I want to cosplay her someday. Sex for a DM. I mean, I like being a DM. Honestly, I actually enjoy DMing more than playing. It used to be the other way around, but I think I really, like, have fun writing my games these days, so... yeah, it's fun. I quite like it. I quite like it. Neru? Neru's cute. I have a figure of her. She is Nira! True, true! You pick a metaphorical hunger. Oh! Did you know that? Did you know that? One of my druids. This is why I'm so wary of druids these days, because I have never met a sane druid. I've never met one before. All druids have like a tiny sprinkle of war criminal in them. You know why? One of my druids for a game years ago, they asked to wild shape into a shrimp. Like a tiny little freshwater shrimp. And I was like, yeah, sure. Then they asked me, hey, can I crawl into someone's pee-pee hole? Why? You know that scene from The Boys? The bees will come. You know the scene, that scene from The Boys? He did that. He did that. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. It's like for some reason, druids have a special flavor of are you okay? Is everything alright at home? What is going on? Do you need a hug? You know? Yeah. I'm like, oh, well, that was the worst thing I've ever had a DM. Anyways. Thank you for the super lava biscuit. Thank you, thank you. Are you forever DM? Octopasi, yes. I'm Nijisanji's forever DM, but I DM a lot offline to my friends, but I do have a DM friend who's gonna DM me soon. Lava biscuit, thank you for the super. My current homebrew D&D character is an awakened flesh golem warlock who can use flesh magic. He uses magic to make himself look like a femboy.
Thank you for the donation, princess.
Slay. Slay. I love me a femboy. Slay. Slay. Cool. I am now telepathically. Sure, why not? Paxi, thank you for the super. Bonus, my RPG setting has a queen ex-general couple. The general's family died on the former queen's orders, and the general's recruited after trying to kill the current queen. They're gay. Nice. Oh, clank, clank, clank! Oh, nice. Clank, clank, clank. I love that. Guys, is it weird that I have headcanons for my own self-cest? Like, for Cancerella, 1.0 Aya and 3.0 Aya, it's like 3.0 Aya is definitely a knight, usually wears armor, fell in love with 1.0 Aya during like a castle party or something. 1.0 Aya is extremely shy, but like curious about like finding love with 3.0 for the first time. Like, oh man, I love self-cest. It's the best. Thank you, Paxi. Mew, thank you for the super. She uses my free will to eat pebbles and crayons. Muse, have you ever eaten glue before? Not to read you too hard, but you come across as someone who's eaten glue. Thank you! Nah, happy 1 month, good to see you again. Y'all's OCs are so cool. Mine's a lost theater performer in a broken world trying to find his teammates. Still thinking about it. Wait, you would love this manga. If you don't mind BL or psychological, there's a BL manga called Copernicus no Kyoku by Nakamura Asumiko. I love her art, firstly. And secondly, it's good. It's very like circusy and theater-y. It's really, really pretty, really well done art. But yeah, look up Copernicus no Kyoku. Yeah. Thank you, Nya. Thank you. Let me see. George, welcome back to the main ship. Good to see you again. Yeah, thank you for the super. I made a clockwork soul sorcerer that had a clockwork heart that's maintained by her father. Her father's dead, so she's on a timer. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. Yeah, it's stakes. That's really good. I like that. That's a fun concept. Loki, thank you for the gifted. My friend and I have OCs we ship together, and they kiss and are stupid, and I adore them. They are based off matcha and mocha drinks, and I hold them dearly. I love the run-on sentence. A dirty one then died. Oh, bet. I love when dirty ones actually have consequences. I do punish my players for dirty oneing. I have a werecat OC. Oh my god. I'm just gonna ask the general audience, how many of y'all have warrior cat OCs? It's okay, I did too. It's okay. Who here has had warrior cat OCs? It's okay, this is a safe space. This is a safe space. We can talk about our warrior cat OCs. It's fine. It's okay. We're safe. This is a safe space. It's a safe space for all of our OCs, okay? I've healed now. I'm better. Are you, Nira? Are you? Interesting. That's something a liar would say, Nira. Hi, Soma. What if my OC is AiaAmareLIVE? Then I'm sorry you're not very creative. Interesting. I know where cat OC just shit the same hat. Same fan-base interaction. Oh my god, yeah! So Janazi are fun. They're like what? They're children of genies and mortals, I think. But they're fun. They're all elemental, so it makes for fun visuals. On a freak show, circus actually takes place in... Oh! That's kind of fun though, Weh. Yeah, it's fun. Never heard of warrior cats in another show. Yeah, it's like, I feel like warrior cats I was mildly into back in the day, but back in my day, people would draw that shit all the time. Yeah. Kinda. Oh, it's a Nosy, huh? My friend and I made a bunch of warrior OCs when we were 10. The main character was named Sun Oak and had such an ugly name that neither of us claim we made up to this day. I love that for you. I love that for you. Fuck it, why not? I love that for you. That's great. You know it's so bad when you don't know who's claiming it. Yeah. Do I still have it? Let me try to find it. I hope I don't have it so I don't have to show you. Hold on. I believe... Oh god, I do have it. Oh god. Oh god. Guys, you can't judge me. This is a safe space, right? This is a safe space? This is a safe space, right? This is not a place where we judge each other. This is not a place where we judge each other. Okay? Listen. Listen, I was like 10, so... You can't judge me. Okay, you can't. You cannot judge me. You can... Why is the R backwards? You know? Listen, we all get started somewhere. Before we become cunty vampires, we are roaring tiger girls, anime cat girls. Okay? I don't judge her, you're making it really hard. Shut up! Listen, I don't know why the R is backward. I really have no idea. I have literally no idea. Sometimes when I have sometimes when I feel like hurting myself, I just go through my old sketchbooks and I feel the exact same agony. Okay? Alright? No. Well, her name was not Sakura, it was Rin. Obviously. It was obviously Rin. Obviously. Obviously. I mean, look at her. She's clearly... Oh my god, I hate myself. Oh god, this hurts so bad. My mind hurts. Yeah, the starter pack of OC name Rin, Sakura, what was it? Mai's pretty Kai's really common. Lots of those. It's getting hurt. We are not judging. We are not judging. Shut up. It's not a close hand, it's a cat paw! Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's not a close hand, that's a cat paw. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Guys, I think I was meant to be an angel VTuber at some point. I think I was born to be an angel VTuber. Brother in Christ, what is this? Oh, it's huge, one. It's huge, that's what she said. Guys, I think it was written in the cards. I was meant to be an angel VTuber. Look at the look at the state of her. Look at the fucking state of her. Shut the fuck up, Shigno. Shut the fuck up, guys. I hate everything. I hate everything. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. No, this psychologically hurts me. This psychologically hurts me. Okay. This. You listen to. Yes, I listened to Nightcore making her. Yeah, and your point. And your point. Yes, I was listening to techno from 2009. Yes, I know. This one. You have to be bad at something for a while before you get good at something. And then I think it's like, oh yeah, to be fair, it eventually evolved to this. It eventually evolved. So you gotta be bad for a while before you become good, okay? You gotta be bad before you get good. It is what it is. Yeah. And X-Law, oh my god, the Shaman King X-Laws are peak design, honestly. Cappy, thank you for the Silpa. I remember making OCs in a world where it was kind of like Sonic characters, but each nation had a world that had a legendary weapon where it had to be a different elemental power. That sounds like it's a very MacGuffin-based kind of world, you know? Yeah, to be fair, like literally, it's among the easiest world writing prompts is having a MacGuffin in every single town. Even like my current D&D campaign, one of the sub-quests is just to get every MacGuffin out of the city and into another city, basically. It's like a thing running in the background. Why is my son yelling? I can hear him yelling in the hallway. But thank you for the Silpa, Cappy! Thank you! Spiral, shut up! Where's the even sketch? Shut the fuck up, we're not gonna do it. Okay, let me see, what is he up to? Bubby? Yeah? Yeah? Come here, baby. What the baby want? Yeah? 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 Is that my big boy? My big honking boy? My big boy, my big lad? Yeah? Come here! Yeah! want to sit on my lap? Okay, fine. Okay, sorry. He wants attention. I had to hold him for a little bit. Sorry. Okay. Need you should debut a wave that's just Balthazar. Listen, this boy's big enough for an entire wave. Okay, this boy big. Yeah? He weighs 3 waves in one, okay? He's a very large cat. Yeah? What is it, Bubs? Okay, he's attacking the furniture now, as one does. But yeah. He's a big boy, yeah. A big boy, yeah. Yeah. How many sauces long is he? At least like he's like 13 pounds. He's quite chubby. We managed to get him to lose a little bit of weight, but he needs to lose more. Yeah. Thank you for this donation, Chat-sama. My very first OC was a half demon, half Grim Reaper. Aren't they the same thing? Isn't that the same thing? Wait. Wait, half demon, half Grim Reaper aren't... Isn't that the same thing? Who was also a butler in training and serving under her dad's master. She doesn't know her other half until she encountered she had with a red-haired Grim Reaper who was also her mother. Yeah, she's my black butler OC. Oh no! Oh baby! Oh baby! Oh baby! Ooh! I don't judge, but oh, I don't judge. But that was crazy. Oh, I would never judge, but ooh, ooh, holy shit. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Sorry, it's the Black Butler deep cut, like, bopped me over the head. It bopped me over the head, okay? Huh. Okay. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's cute. It's cute. Oh my fucking god. Thank you, Chatsman, for the donation. My Aiadmirers Sona's lore is that she's half Seraphim, half Thrones. Ooh, taste. Angel who's imprisoned into a mortal body and was banished to Earth for eternity. She roams the mortal realm for 1,000 years and became numb to the suffering until she met a dorky angel. Wait! Yeah, who made it worse? I made it a bajillion times worse. Yeah. Yeah, and then I poisoned her water supply. Okay? Yeah. You watch me. Listen, there's nothing wrong with watching me, Nikki, but the problem is if you like yanderes, I don't know how to tell you. You're a little basic. Thank you, Ida. Thank you for the silpa. Oh, my son wants freedom. Hold on. Yeah, you wanna go? Sorry, my son wanted freedom. Okay, we're back. My sister has twin OCs who are healers roughly based on Yasano from BSD. The girl needs to cut you to heal you, and the boy beats you with a hammer/bat. Details a little fuzzy, but the girl has a fascination with sharp object. Oh my god, that reminds me of Doppio's D&D character, who's a horse doctor. Like, one hoof would kick you and one hoof would heal you. Actually, no, Vance had the same thing, where he was Paunchy. Yeah, during the game with Vox, Fulgur, Doppio, and Vanta, he had a character that, like, with his right hand, he would damage you, with his left hand, he'd heal you. Crazy. Crazy. Insane. Insane. Huh. Me and my sister's Yugi. Oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh! OCs. I remember I had... Oh my god. Have y'all heard of Ruby? Ruby... The amount of Ruby OCs that came out, and the meme of the weapon is also a gun was just at full force, and at full power, full power. Everything is secretly just a gun, you know? That's great. It's funny because I actually didn't have a Ruby OC. Yeah, I actually didn't have one. Which is weird because you imagine I would, but I actually didn't have one. I didn't. Also, looking through the live tab, there's some fun OCs in here. Some really fun designs. There's lots of fun ones. Also, who's out here putting the hag? There's a hag. There's a sexy hag OC in the live tag. Someone get your hag. I want to steal her away, okay? Thank you. Whose hag is that? Whose hag am I about to fucking kidnap? Whose sexy gun-wielding hag is that? Ooh, that's fun, Clairvoyant Nara. Oh my god, Steven Universe OCs? Oh my god! Listen, I was spared making those, but I did see them a lot on Tumblr. That is crazy. Insane. 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 Huh. That's crazy. Crazy, Dial. Crazy. I think, what else? Oh yeah, I did have a Tiger and Bunny OC. Yeah, I did have a Tiger and Bunny OC. It's just like a girl with bionic legs. I remember that. That was crazy. That is crazy. Now, I no longer use that OC. I just read the fanfics because I just love Kotetsu and Barnaby. I just think I love old man Yowie. Why is he screaming again? I can hear him yelling again. Oh my god. Okay, so this is just my opinion. I couldn't really get into My Hero because I don't like hero media very much. I don't like I don't like Marvel, DC, superhero stuff very much. I just get bored of it a little bit. But it's fine if you like it. I never really got into My Hero either. The bees will come. Yeah. Jim, let me thank you for the super. Highest best OC. Shut up! Shut the fuck up. Shut. Thank you. Thank you. Shut up. You know, actually, shut the fuck up. I don't like this call out right now. You know, I heard the new Superman was fun to watch. Yeah. I love magical girls. I think everyone should have a magical girl transformation. Yeah. Actually, I had the idea for a magical girl who would basically peel off her skin. So she was like a flesh maiden kind of thing, where it's like her how do I say this without getting flagged or something? It's like basically in order to transform into her magical girl form, she had to peel off her skin to reveal the magical girl inside of her, because she was once told that she had magic deep inside her, and so she decided to split herself in half. And so not even a snake shed, full blown like the thing, like that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. True Cap. Yeah, Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, and Super Sentai are just magical girls for boys. True. Absolutely. Exactly. How do you transform into a magical girl? Literally. Yeah. It's like in case you haven't noticed, I like body horror. And I love characters that allow me to dip into those things. And so that's why, I love the concept of characters who will maim themselves for the sake of what they believe in and that kind of thing. It's for example, that's why I was so intrigued by Isaac from Castlevania, because that scene where he's casually carrying on with conversation as he's self-flogging is insane. That's cool. That was really, really, really cool. Yeah. Honestly, I should make my own Aiadmirer. Yeah, I'm gonna make my own Aiadmirer, but it's wise, it's nice to Gooby, and it's financially responsible, and it's a Giga Chad, and it rejects the teachings of Ikemoon. Yeah. No, unrealistic, no! It's perfectly realistic. Yeah. It's real! It's real! So fantasy, no! What do you mean a fraud Aiadmire? No! Silence! No, it'll be a proper Aiadmirer. Yeah, a good and proper Aiadmirer. Yeah. Yeah. It's the ideal Aiadmirer. Unlike my current Aiadmirers, you guys are the worst. The stinkiest and the nastiest and the worstest. Super stinky and gross and smelly. Proper and Aiadmire at the same time. I think it can happen. It could work. Frick you too. Frick you! Oh, Gigi hates us! Yeah, you're right. I do. You're right. Anyways. What happened? Anyways, hello, stinky burbs. Hello. Did she win? Yes, I always win. I always win. The Aiadmirers will never defeat me, okay? Yeah, my OC is actually Jesus. So, oh my god. You know, Shaman King OCs never saw the light of day. I don't think Shaman King got enough OCs because there's an infinite possibility, because Shaman King is built on the basis of developing a partnership with an undead, like a dead person, like a ghost. Imagine getting fucking Elvis Presley or like Michael Jackson as your spirit ally. That'd be kind of insane. Imagine you got motherfucking Jesus. Motherfucking Jesus as your spirit ally. That's crazy. Yeah. Insane. Owen Smoocher, thank you for the super. If you hate us so much, then I'll just leave. No, you're stuck here. I've glued you to your chair. Yeah. A shaman goes, I don't think I ever had one. Yeah. Yeah. But Ryu could have been... Exactly! Jesus is low-key a Gary Stew a little bit. Yeah, I think to be fair, okay, I'm gonna nerd out real fast. X-Laws to me are peak character design. Peak character design in terms of actual like physical design and storyline. Imagine being fighters for Christ, running into the Shaman King tournaments with actual angels from heaven as your spirit allies in order to squash evil. Your leader has Shamash, the god of justice, as her ally, and she locks herself in an Iron Maiden to repent for the sins of the world when she's not fighting. Insane. Insane. Okay? Insane. Shaman King had that the fuck down. Okay? Honestly, the X-Laws are so fucking cool. So fucking cool. And summoning and using a firearm as your spiritual weapon is crazy. Insane. Insane. Lancelot is French King Arthur, OC. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of like medieval art. And, like, I saw this TikTok a while back about this guy. So I can only describe this TikToker as like a medieval beefy twink who pole dances and shoots arrows from the pole. Like, he does these deep dives into like medieval history and medieval weaponry, and because of my obvious preferences, he found his way into my For You page on YouTube through YouTube Shorts. Yeah, you know the guy? Yeah, he's kind of just like this twink. He's like this twink who like pole dances and shoots arrows and shit. Yeah, I quite like him. Yeah, and so I remember he was talking about this image of this skeleton who was holding 3 arrows drawn on a bow and arrow, and he was discussing like, oh, it may or may not be possible. He's like discussing the logistics of whether or not you can actually do that, and then he's like, but it just proves to show that we've been making OCs since medieval times. I'm like, shit, you're right. We have been. Oh my god. The artist, like, imagine being like an artist in charge of illuminating a fucking Bible and just casually inserting your angel OC. Absolutely insane. Just imagine, just self-inserting a fucking OC. Yeah. That's good. I feel that sideswipe. I've had OCs that have been like taking inspo from like 5 different franchises. It's a lot. OC bloat is a real thing. Yeah. The human yearns for the OC. Exactly! As children yearns for the minds, the human yearns for the OCs. You know? Oh! What I've been getting into lately? 40k OCs. 40k. Because the universe of Warhammer 40k is very fucking interesting. And so, because there's so many hierarchical structures in just the Imperium, there's already like infinite like breeding grounds for OCs to crawl out of, and so it makes a lot of fun. It makes for a lot of fun. That's just the Imperium. I've seen lots of Imperium OCs, not as much non-Imperium OCs. I've seen lots of Eldar OCs, but that's because the Eldar are kind of sexy. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm just saying. I have seen lots of... Also, yeah. Also, are we gonna talk about the Eldar Holokins? Are we gonna talk about the Eldari Harlequins? The sexy space clowns? Listen, I don't think I'm into the honks, but the Harlequins like scratch a primordial itch in my brain I did not know I had. Why are they hot? Why are they hot? Why? Why are they hot? Wait, who's this one? Hold on. Who is this character? Let me see. I'm trying to find which one it is. Okay, listen. I've been playing Rogue Trader a little bit offline. There's one particular character who's like a companion character. He gets the sexiest fan art. Who is he? I forgot. I haven't gotten to his section yet, but I know who he is. Is it... It's Marazai? Mara... How do you pronounce it? Marzai? Azuresh? He's sexy. He gets a lot of porn, by the way. He gets a lot of it. So much. So fucking much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, he's a Drukari. He's a Drukari guy. Yeah. No, sexy. Extremely sexy. He gets the most porn out of all the characters. Next to Argenta gets obscene amounts of porn. It's like I follow some of 40k stuff on Twitter, and I guess my computer has been tracking my activity because I play Rogue Trader on occasion. Offline when I have the chance to, and bro, he gets so much art, so much, and you know because listen, I'm strictly an Imperium girl, but the Drukari have me acting up. The Drukari are perhaps they're sexy. Checking my whether you show me sexy comments. Shut up. They're just a little scrum-diddly-umptious, I must say. Perhaps the Drukari are a little scrum-diddly-umptious. I can't help it, okay? It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. Also, I love making OCs that are just walking red flags. It's like, the thing is, that's why I'm surprised that my players actively romance the NPCs I throw at them, because they're all active red flags. Bro, they tried romancing like the assistant to the BBEG, who they knew was evil from the get-go, but just because he's a little bit hot and a little bit toxic, they're like, we should frick him. Oh, good night, Dragon Ball. We should frick. I'm like, maybe not. I mean, I can't stop you. Red flags where the fun is. No! Red flag. Listen, red is not the best color. No, it is not. Okay? No. Look, I literally handed them the greenest of flags. This furball cleric. Literally he just runs his own apothecary. The most gentle little guy. And they go for the toxic vampire woman. Insane. Insane. Yeah, why? Not everything has to be a red flag. Why is everything a red flag to these people? Red, you see? Andrew, I'm gonna eat you. Andromeda? That's a full legal name jump scare. Shut. 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 Okay. Ugh. So just ugh. Let's imagine that you just choked a little bit. You know. I'll give my all soul and body to the vampire. Shut up. Shut up. Listen. Shut up. She's literally rough around the edges. She's kind of mean. But they're like, no. I want her. Want someone else. Silence, Andrew. Silence. Yeah. Unless an Agasupa is your fucking OC, I don't want to hear about it. Okay? Unless your OC is a fucking square, I don't want to know about it. Alright? Do you have a choice of games? Those are fun for OC making. Honestly, I mostly just base mine off D&D because they're interactable at that point. That sounds like the perfect vampire. Buff? I don't know. I like the classic, like sultry, like kind of curvy kind of vampire. Not necessarily buff. I like, you know, the traditional sexy vampire. It is not red squares. Unless your OC is a fucking red square, I don't want to hear it. Fucking squarey, the square. Fucking squarey or something. I want to hear it. Shut up. It's not the perfect vampire, Rico. You just have toxic taste. Very toxic taste. Unlike me. My tastes are all green flags. I like chivalry. Yeah. Chivalry. You wanna... Shut the fuck up. It's called Aka the Supa. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Griffith, well, he was at one point. Although, Griffith is a very compelling villain, though. I don't have toxic taste. My taste is very green. It's very, very green. I like chivalry. Yo, shut up. Yo. It's true, we like Aya, the one with many red flags. What? I have that many red flags? My new OC Rouge Quadrilateral's crazy. Green like no, what? I don't have that many red flags, okay? Sure, some are suspicious. Some can be probably a little suspicious, but it's not all that bad. What the hell, brother? No, but chivalry does negate red flags. It does, though. Well, I think it does. Was it you knowingly? Bitch, the fuck? What the fuck you mean by that, huh? What the fuck you mean by that? They absolutely do. If he's a true gentleman and a true knight, then he would... Yeah. Really? Yeah, I noticed that a lot of my OCs are kind of like, Even the good ones. Even the handful of good, like, the non-evil OCs that I have. Yeah, a few red flags in there, too. Says the girl, or she who demands blood from her fans. What? I like blood. Yes, I'm still thinking about the Ren Fair Knight, yes. It's a live game. He has the long tongue frogging people from Fun Fest 29. Defends himself a gourmand. That's cute. I love non-human. Like, okay. Does anyone have any true non-human OCs? Not just like, oh, she has cat ears. Not just that. No. Fully non-human shaped. Non-human shaped. I have a couple of dragons, if that counts. Yeah, I have a couple of dragons I've used for games. I also have just amorphous blob people. Like, I'm not even joking. They've been damned to suffer. Like, very, like, I have no mouth and I must scream-esque. Yeah. I mean, like, just, like, non-human shaped. You know? Because every now and then, I get really tired of, like, I'm a demon! And it's just, like, a random anime girl with horns. I mean, not that it can't be, you know? Your OCs are your OCs and everything. But, like, I'll often hear, like, oh, I'm a demon girl. And it's just a girl with horns. That's kind of it. You know? Sometimes I want proper demons. Like, what was that? The bad guy in the ritual? He's like a bastard son of Loki. I forgot what he's called. He had a name. I forgot. But the Yotan! The Yotan! Yeah, the Yotan from the ritual. Like, that's a really fun monster. Like, a fun demon design. That's really fun. Like, he has, like, a dismembered torso for a head. It's really, really cool. Yeah, how many do I have? That is a good question. Do you count D&D NPCs as them? I don't know if they really count, though, because they're usually just for games. I do have a couple of muses. It's like, I have a couple of muses that I regularly draw in my free time. Like, it's like, do you guys have one too? Where it's like, sure you have like your grouping of original characters and all, but you have the favorite. The obvious favorite. Like, I do have a couple of muses, like very obvious favorites. And you will not judge me when I say this. One of them's a dragon. So, you will not judge me. This is a judgment-free zone, okay? So, I do have a couple of muses. How do you name your OCs? Honestly? A Latin translator. A lot of Latin translators. Or a fantasy name generator. Then I adjust the syllables in it. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. The Harkness. What's a Harkness test? What's that? Yeah. What's the Harkness test? What that? Is it like an exam or something? Well, it's not necessarily an OC per se, more like a port of a different character for a D&D game. But I did get a little tiny bunny as a character for a D&D game because it was a reference to the creature from Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. Wait, what is that? What is it? Wait, what's the test? What that? Huh? What that? As a fictional test of morality, is it okay to frick this character? Gotcha. I will never take an exam with any kind of value on stream except for the SATs because the last time I took a joke, I made a joke out of an exam, people took it seriously. So like, well, let's not do that. The only test I'll be taking here is the SAT, which I'm still waiting on perms for. Yeah. Evil baby names are wild. That's so specific. I know he's kind of basic, but it's Jekyll and Hyde. One man, two personalities. And that's kind of fun, though. I think, like, I love that kind of, like, that split. It makes for, like, a fun, like, narrative device. It's a Doctor Who reference? Ah, gotcha. Warforged Artificer. The mind of a child should act like a kid with very little regard for actions that are... Oh, that's sweet. Aww. Oh, that's sweet. We did have a sassy lost child. They were just a gnome. We had a player that was just a gnome. And we just nicknamed him we just nicknamed her the sassy lost child because she just stared into deep space sometimes. Clearly disassociating. And so, sassy lost child. Good night, Lick. Good night. A cadaver, thank you for the silpa. I'm begging you to get into a Vampire Masquerade series. V5 is a pretty good noob friendly. My OC and it comes from money, but her rich dad also turned her in. I guess in. I think you forgot a word. After murdering her husband, he turned it. Oh, turned her. Oh, vampire. Turned her so to further family lineage and simply had no more use for immortal. It takes me so long to get into new systems because I have no time. To be fair, I had free time today and I used it to work on a future outfit reveal. So like, I should probably I might just listen to like a YouTube video getting into it. We'll see. We'll see. When I get time to, I'll start learning new things. Like, I have not watched anime in so fucking long. I have not watched anime in so long. I want to watch anime so bad. I want to watch anime. I miss it. I haven't watched anime in 3 years. I think the only series I completed were Arcane, but that's because I watched it with Bandit Friend. And then I think I finished Blue Eye Samurai, but I had to open on another monitor while I was working on stuff. And so like, I need to get into that. I want to get into VTM. I hear good things about it. I know. I get told about it a million times. I know. There's literally not enough hours in the day. Just straight up no, not enough hours. Yeah. Literally just not enough hours in the day for me to do all my work and like try to relax. Even now, like even today, I think despite having a full day off from work, I only had I think 2 hours of downtime, which honestly I just play KCD. I just play KCD because it's like I just want to finish the game because I like it. It's my current thing I'm into. But like it's just not enough time. Straight up zero time in the world. The thing is, I don't like the idea of doing work streams because like I'll be tempted to talk and not focus because I get distracted really easily. And so yeah, I don't think I'll ever do like many of those. I think I've only done 1 or 2 for like memberships. But the thing is, like I don't see the point of doing a stream if you're just gonna be quiet. You know? It's like me personally, it's like my style of streaming is very interactive. It's very back and forthy talky between like me and y'all. And so like when I don't talk, I feel like I'm defeating the purpose of streaming. Like why stream? Just put on a video at that point, you know, put on a documentary or something. And so like it just personally goes against my personal philosophies when it comes to streaming, and it makes streaming feel null at that point. And again, I'll be distracted because I want to talk and that kind of thing. And then I'll be hyper aware that I'm on stream, that I can't focus and that kind of thing. So it's kind of like kind of like where I don't know, I just can't. I just won't ever do it probably. Yeah. And then I would like to have more free time to do stuff, but unfortunately when you're dual wielding jobs, well, not that I view streaming as a job, but it takes up the same amount of time as a regular job. Well, not even that, but it takes a lot of time, you know? I do 3.5, 4 hour streams, then I do offline work, then I do finish at whatever work I didn't finish at the office, then I do like all the other stuff like project planning, talking to staff, blah blah blah. And so like it's just really no downtime. And so even if there is downtime, it's so precious. I have to very carefully sort out what I want to do with my free time. And if it's not between office appointments, doctor's appointments, whatever things I have scheduled, going outside, touching grass, running errands, that kind of thing, it's just like no time at all ever. And so like, and so I'll probably like, I think I saw, sorry, I can see the first line of your dono. I did try listening to like a VTM like whatchamacallit, like introduction video of sorts. But it's a lot of information, and I'm also half listening, so I'm trying to write stuff and like do actual day job work like on my main monitor, and so it's kind of difficult to try to split my brain in half between like, okay, absorb this information and also do your day job, you know? And so that's why I often opt for lower, like not learning intensive content when I'm at work. I listen to like a chill podcast, or just listen to like classical music or something, or just like watch an old YouTube video I've already seen, or like that kind of thing, because it's just my brain can't work that way. My brain is I'm what's colloquially known as fucking stupid, and so it takes me a really long time to learn new systems. I think Pathfinder 2E took me like a good year to fully understand, and so like and so it's like these kinds of things take like forever. Like I take a really long time to learn new systems just because I'm just stupid. I'm just point blank a little stupid. So thank you for the donation, Cadaver. The channel of Palace Piece has some lore dumps on the lore of the series. I started not having time for new stuff, so I'll tell you about the time we had a dwarf in D&D who had a goal to take out all the doors in the world after one killed his father. I like stupid lore stuff like that. But yeah, and I think I've probably seen that channel, honestly, because I did try to listen in on like COC, VTM, but like it's just, again, my brain is not big and wrinkly enough to understand and learn stuff while also doing work at the same time. Yeah, I wish I was born smarter, honestly, but unfortunately, yours truly was born a little stupid. Yeah, how easy would my life be if I could just be smart, you know? It must be so nice. It's like, I always envy those people. Like, I know people back in college who just never study for exams and ace them, and I'd have to put in, like, egregious amounts of time just to, like, just to understand, like, the base concept of anything, because I was just born stupid, unfortunately. And so, like, I would kill to have that ability. That must be so nice. Like, imagine understanding a concept with barely having to look into it. Your life must be easy as fuck, honestly. Like, that's like the ultimate buff, isn't it? Being smart. It's like the ultimate buff. Maybe I do insert myself in my characters a little bit, because all of them are not that smart. All of them are not very smart. They're clever, but they're not smart, per se. Hardy, thank you for the, for 18 months. One of my OCs is a mad scientist who has an android assistant that he created as a teen. He may be a young adult, but he's 30 years old and has a niece. It reminds me of the plot of, like... Oh god, I'm gonna expose how old I am. For the vocal boomers in the crowd, you know that song, Kokoro? There's a Rin Len version where Len's like an old scientist who tries to create like a heart in a robot. Which, now that I think about it, is similar to the plotline to Vix's music video for Error. But, like, yeah, it kind of has the same vibe. Happy 18 months! Yeah. And so, like, no, I'm also just, I'm really fucking stupid. Yeah, I'm really make fucking stupid. And so, like, growing up, it took me forever to learn anything. And so, like, yeah, I think, like, for all, like, even with, like, my classmates, I would have to put in, like, maybe 3 times the effort just to get similar results because I'm just that stupid. It's like, I remember, like, fucking, when I was in grade school, my mom would sit me down at the dinner table, and, like, she'd have a ruler in one hand and a math textbook in another. And I would just drill math for, I think, around 6 hours. That's minimum, by the way. If we were going to... So, when I was a kid, our family would fucking drag us to family get-togethers. I didn't want to, but our family is clingy. And so, they would drag us to family get-togethers on Saturdays. And if I didn't finish practicing math by the time the family gathering or dinner started around 6 p.m., Mom would just sit me down at their dinner table, at their house, and keep, like, drilling math. And so, I remember I would drill math for, like, at least 5 or 6 hours, on the weekends. Like, that's per Saturday and Sunday, by the way, so more like 10 hours. And so, whenever I got, something wrong, she'd hit me. She'd whoop my ass with a fucking ruler. Or, like, if she had a pen, or if she didn't have either of those, I just got the backhand of justice. And so, like, yeah. And so, like... Yeah, she'd take, like, a ruler and smack me on the arm or the hand and that kind of thing. Or the knuckles. And if she didn't have, like, anything, like an implement, like a feather duster or a ruler or, like, a spoon or a wooden spoon or a pen, she'd, like, smack me with the back of her hand. It's so funny. It's very common in my generation to deal with that. That's crazy. Crazy. And so, like, yeah, that's why math is pure evil and we should delete it. Math is pure evil. Yeah. And so I was never good at learning math because we would drill it and drill it and drill it and drill it, and I would never pick it up. And like, I remember once, my mom got so frustrated she had to start praying to It's like at one point, my mom like started praying. Like she got so frustrated trying to teach me long. I remember it was long division. It was long division, and so I remember at one point she was so frustrated that she had to stop and pray, which is kind of hilarious. Imagine your child being so bad at math, you have to stop and pray about it. That's insane. I was so bad at school and so bad at math, I made my mom contact Jesus for help. That is crazy. She had to contact the big man upstairs to get some help for my stupidity. Crazy. Oh dear God. Please make her a little less stupid. But that's okay. But now I use a calculator for my job, so I've won math actually. Nice try, math, but this is my eternal victory. I've made math null by using a calculator. Your therapist must be well paid. Well, to be fair, my therapist does roll their eyes at me sometimes. Like at that time where I began to hallucinate because I stopped taking my medication. So there's that. I occasionally get the side eye. It's like, damn, bitch, you live like this? I'm like, yes, I do. Yeah, queasy, Dio. Queasy. That's a thing that's very common in my culture, get beat up by your parents, though. It's kind of normal, unfortunately. I mean, I personally would never lay... Oh, shit. I personally would never lay a hand on a child, regardless of the context. But that's just me. That's just me being a softie, so... Yeah. Yeah. And so, like, But anyway, You know what's crazy? Because, like, I remember, like, when I was, like... I don't know what flavor of neurospicy this is, but, like, I remember as, when I was in high school, I would often, like, I would always, like, I guess speak to an inner dialogue when doing schoolwork, you know? Like, almost like an OC, but not really an OC. It's like an inner... It wasn't, like, my own internal dialogue or anything. It's not even, like, my own, like... You know, like, when you hear yourself think? It wasn't me thinking. I would think as if I'm talking to someone, right? Does that make sense? It's like, It's like, does that make sense? I'm not making sense, am I? It's like, it wasn't just an internal dialogue. It's like I was speaking to someone, right? So, like, when I was doing coursework, I'd be like, okay, so here's how you do this. Are you following along? Okay, listen carefully. This is how you do this. Like, blah, 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 blah. And so, like, it's all, like, inside my head. And so, like, I don't know if that's, like, normal or not, but, like, I would never just think, do this, do this, do this. I'd speak as if someone is there, but not speak, I think as if someone is there? Yeah. I don't know, I did that. I don't know. Did it help? Good question. I was never a good student, but, I mean, I did get straight A's in college, though. Yeah, I got good grades in college, though. Yeah. Yeah, I think... Oh, yeah, no, I remember. I had this conversation with my therapist. My therapist was like, I think, I yearn so deeply for a gentle instructor when it comes to learning that I'd rather just make one up my head. Isn't that wild? That's crazy. It's crazy. It's because I think I was not used to having a gentle speaking instructor when it comes to learning and doing coursework. And so, like, I would talk as if I was one because I didn't have one. Which is a little sad, but hey, to be fair, I did have a wonderful TA in college. We had a really, really good TA. A really, really good one. Like, she was super duper chill. She brought cookies! Yeah, she was really chill. It's funny because I actually went on to do teaching myself for a while. Yeah, you know? Yeah. And so, like, I think I tutored a lot of kids, like, from 1st to 5th grade for a while, too. I know, right? TAs that give a shit. Yeah. People giving a shit could mean the world's difference, bro. Yeah. Oh, how does hair get here? Oh no! Stupid hair, move! Oh my god, I hate when hair is like stuck to your... It's like on your desk, but you can't lift it because it's like it's hard with your fingers. How many VTubers came from teaching? Girl, teaching doesn't pay shit. Teaching doesn't pay shit. That's why so many VTubers are ex-teachers, because teaching doesn't pay shit. You know, you're gonna starve to death, and so yeah, a lot of current VTubers are ex-teachers because, like, girl, in America, teaching doesn't pay shit. I don't know how it is in other countries, but in America, get ready to starve. Tighten up that belt because you're gonna need it, you know? Yeah, teaching don't earn you shit, so, like, it's kind of like... I can kind of see why they all spawn in from teaching backgrounds. They gotta make a living somehow, so... Can't blame them for that. Yeah, can't blame them for that. Yeah. Oh my god, it's like... I was cleaning out my room the other week, and some of the creatures I made. There are some absolute fucking creatures I've made. It's like, I think everyone has an OC that's like half human, half devil. Every single one of us has one. It's like there's half angels, there's half devils, there's half demons, there's a bajillion one cat demons, dime a dozen, there's wolf demons. They are everywhere. They are straight up everywhere. I think it's cute. I think it's the universal like creative thought that we had at some point, like in our youths, where we thought, like, you know, let's be a half demon. Why not? Yeah. I mean, they are cool. They are cool, but I think it's funny how universally everyone wants one. Everyone wants an OC like that. I just think it's funny. It's cute. It's kind of charming. It's kind of adorable. It's really, really cute. And it's also funny how we call them original characters, but a lot of original characters have insane amounts of overlap. Nothing is truly original, honestly. Nothing is truly original. But I just think it's cute and charming how, like, everyone wants to be either a cat demon, a fox demon, a Grim Reaper is one of them. Isn't there only one Grim Reaper? Isn't there only one, though? Isn't there just the Grim Reaper? I mean, a god of death, like a Shinigami is different in, like, Japanese, Asian culture, but, like, in terms of Western-style Grim Reaper, I'm pretty sure there's only one. But if everyone had an OC that's, like a Grim Reaper, then shit, we have a lot of them now. I thought there was only supposed to be one. And so, like, I just think it's so cute. It's so funny. People are so cute like that. Yeah, exactly. Every character is someone's OC already, you know? Yeah, I'll be honest. So... Sorry, side tangent. Have y'all heard of a series called Lore Olympus? This has nothing to do with OC talk, but like one of my good friends in college was really into Lore Olympus, and I'll tell you from the get-go, I could not get past the first chapter because I hated the art style. And I know it's very like superficial of me or whatever. But, like, I just could not stand the art style. And not only that, but, like, the writing was YA novel / negative, if you know what I mean. It's just... I read the first chapter out of curiosity because my friend would not shut up about it. And it just reads as a YA novel / negative. There are good YA novels, without a doubt, but this one's not a well-written one. Okay, it is not. It is not. And so, it gives, like, you know that cringe TikTok prompt, like the mafia boss's daughter type shit? That kind of, like, it makes me, it makes my intestines curl in an unsavory way. It's not just cringe. It psychologically, it makes my body fold and bend in unnatural ways a little bit, you know? Like the girl from The Exorcist. And so, I could not get past the first chapter. And my friend is like, oh, Aya, did you like it? I was like, I don't think it's for me. Maybe it's just because I don't like Greek mythology very much. It's not for me. And she's like, that's fine. And so I remember going to cons with her. And she'd be painted pink to cosplay as Persephone. And only recently, within the past, I think like 2 months ago, she sent me a picture that we took together. I was taking a selfie when she was dressed. I was dressed as Hatsune Miku, by the way, and she was dressed as Persephone from Lore Olympus. And she was like, "Bro, I'm now realizing how shit my taste was." Insane, insane, absolutely insane. I'm glad that she's finally reaching lucidity with it. I'm so glad she's finally learning. But man, I had to listen to so much of her talking about Lore Olympus and being a good friend and asking her questions to not be disengaged from the conversation. But I was like, bro, insane. I'm glad she sees the light. I'm glad she snapped out of it. Good for her. Good for her. Yeah. Bless her heart. It just, Lore Olympus was a creature. A creature. I think that's when people's like OCs go unchecked a little bit. It's like, I think OCs have the right. OCs, by definition, need to be a little cringe. I think it adds flavor, but the problem is when you serialize and make your OCs very, very public, I think when they're cringe, it does me a little bit of psychological damage, personally. It's okay if they're cringe in private. If they're cringe in public, then we have an issue. Okay? Yeah. It becomes a slight issue for me personally. Bless their heart. Listen, bless their heart's very commonly said where I'm from. It's very, 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 very common where I'm from, okay? Shush. Shush, shush, shush. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Also, I cannot... As I've gotten older, for some reason, I can't imagine my original characters interacting with series canon. Like, for example, my OCs would never interact with an actual character from an actual existing series. That is why all of my original characters have been basically ported into D&D now, because they don't have to interact with, like, actual canon characters if they don't want to. Because, like, I don't know, I get embarrassed thinking about, like, oh yeah, and then my character met up with Sebastian Michaelis. And it's fine if you're into that. Fine if you're into that. But me, personally, it hurts me. I can't do it. I can't. Yeah, I don't want them to interact with canon stuff. And so, that's why I like the D&D sphere, because it doesn't have to be canon. I can just keep it all homebrew, you know? Thank you for the donation. Let me check. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Chatsama. One of my OCs is a human who is immortal and is in love with their reincarnated lover. However, their lover has no recollection of their past life with them. They spent lifetimes trying to reunite with their lover. It never ends well. The names are Rowan and Alicia. That is funny because I brought up that exact point. So, 2.5, almost 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I'd say. Not too long after debut, Selene held a stream where we wrote fanfic for the members of EN. And I remember, I forgot who it was, but I remember suggesting a reincarnation thing where basically they keep dying and reincarnating but missing each other. I forgot who it was for. I forgot. Yeah, it's crazy. I think reincarnation, Dune's reincarnation's kind of, I think it's a pretty popular, a popular theme. Yeah. Yeah, that was a while ago. That was like 3 years ago or something like that. Yeah, writing fanfic for the male members. Yeah. Bro, I was cooking for that stream. I think at that point, it became very apparent that I was a fanfic writer. It became painfully apparent that I was a fanfic writer. Extremely apparent. I think it became super obvious. I think literally people were tweeting like I can tell. Girl, she was writing some shit. She was writing stuff. And I do. They were right. I'm a fanfic writer, so. Yeah. Well, to be fair, they span a wheel, I think, to determine the pairings. Yeah. Yeah, a wheel was spun each time. I wonder if I still have access to that document that we were writing on. Because I remember Selene shared it with all of us. I forgot if we still have it somewhere. Maybe it's in my Google Doc history. I don't know, maybe. I did cook, thank you! I think... For those of you who have OCs who are obvious red flags, which one is possibly your biggest red flag? I think mine's my cultist. I have a cultist cleric, a war cleric, pardon me. And it's like very classic cult tactics, very classic like, hello, sacrifice yourself for my cause type shit. I think they're the most open and about red flag. Not even not even like a subtle red flag, like, oh, they're like Kuromi or some shit. Like an actively, like, this person will kill you. Like, this person is just outright not a good person and will kill you, red flag, you know? Yeah, war criminal type shit. War criminal type shit, you know? Thomas OCs? Thomas OCs? What's a Thomas OC? Like, the tank engine? Like, what? Wait, what? What do you mean? What's a Thomas OC? What's a Thomas OC? Like the tank engine? Choo choo? Like that kind of thing? What's a Thomas? Yeah. Fafnir, a dwarf, so greedy, do anything for bothering. Oh, so you're typical billionaire. No one, your character is just a typical billionaire. Crazy. Crazy dial. Insane. Yeah, that's just your average American billionaire. Yeah, that's just big pharma. That's crazy. Yeah, big pharma. Insane. Wait, what's a Thomas OC? Thomas OCs are real. What is that? Someone explain, what is that? What's a Thomas OC? Is it like a slang term for something? Wait, what does that even mean? What does it even mean? That's a Google it? Is it like an NSFW or something? What is that? What is a Thomas OC? Yeah, what is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what the youngins are saying these days. Yeah, like I used to think that I was kind of in the know with fandom speak, but now I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm talking about Thomas. Are you really though? I can't read sarcasm. Are you? I was joking about the Thomas the Tank Engine. What is a Thomas OC? Is it actually Thomas the Tank Engine? Is it actually the train? I was being facetious. Are you being genuine right now? Guys, I don't understand these things. You're asking among the dumbest members of EN to try to analyze this right now. I'm a little stupid. Is it actually? It actually is? Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'm just stupid. God damn. Okay, let me see. Yeah, choo-choo, motherfucker. Yeah, crazy dial. Crazy. I don't know, I feel like... Oh my god. I once... as a dungeon master, you have to listen to some cringe shit sometimes, but that's fine. The thing is, like, so whenever I run new games, I have my players explain their characters to me, just because I have a story and I need to figure out ways to like integrate them into the story so they feel involved. So it's not like, here's a story, now you're stuck in it, you know? And so I want to make them feel like they're properly integrated. And so I'll often sit them down, usually before even session 0. I'll just call them individually, like, okay, so what is your character? What do they do? Tell me what they want. And that kind of thing. I hear some shit. It's like, every now and then I get baby's first OC. It's, you know, like a half ASMR, half tiefling hybrid thing. The thing is, I think that you should be as creative as you want. Who says that an ASMR and a tiefling can't have kids? But how is that going to work stats-wise? You know, like, how am I going to make that work in the context of a game? Now, there's also just, like, obvious, like... It's like, every now and then we get Timmy's first OC, and it's a little bit awkward sounding, where it's like, oh yeah, so, like, my character is an accomplished folk hero who can do no wrong. They have these stats, and they're basically an unkillable god. I'm like, okay, so what do you want for them out of the story? They're already done. So, I mean, in Pathfinder 2E, yeah, there's literally systems in place for that. We're playing 5e. Like, Pathfinder 2E has specifics with bloodline and, like, a lineage and that kind of thing. That's fine. We're playing 5e, bestie. We're playing 5e. Okay, and I don't know how I'm gonna make your homebrew half angel, half demon Timmy's first OC type shit work, you know? And so, like, yeah, it's like some people treat D&D as a power tripping fantasy, and, like, that's fine. It's all fantasy to begin with, but, like, it doesn't always make for the best narrative devices and the best games possible. So it's kind of like it works. It doesn't always work, unfortunately. I dropped something. Where'd it go? Yeah, it doesn't always work. And so, it's kind of like me trying to balance, like, making their character work in the game, but also, like, you can't do that. I like to give my players freedom with that kind of thing, but, like, no, little Timmy, I can't make your demigod, half demon, half angel, half cat, half dog, half frog, half man, half woman, like, thing work right now. Sorry. Yeah, it's like, people want Mary Sue's, like, isn't the point of D&D to have a hero's journey? You know? You can, like, a lot of the times, like, when you start D&D, you want your character to become a little bit different, more improved as you finish the game. Do you want to be perfect the entire time? That doesn't seem very compelling, honestly. Yeah. No, literally, Corgi. Literally, you know that Kenku I talked about in pre-stream? I had a player who was very clever, by the way. Basically asked me if they can play a Geriatric Kenku, and I was like, okay, how old are we talking? And they're like, I want them 1 week away from death. One week away from death. Okay? I'm like, shit, okay, that week? Okay, so a Geriatric Kenku who uses a cadence and speaks like this the entire damn time. Like that kind of thing. And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna guess you want me to exchange something. And they're like, yeah. I know we're level 1. I want access to level 9 spells. But I want my... And so, it's like... So, Geriatric, but level 9 spells from level 1. And so I thought about it. And I came back to them the next day. You get 5 HP. And 5 HP only. You are perma-locked into 5 HP. Okay? If you're gonna have access to level 9 spells right away, you are perma-locked. No matter what level you get up to, you will never get past 5 HP. Do you have a deal? And he was like, yeah. And so we had the most delicate creature in our party. We had, I think, like, a beefy half-orc barbarian, because of course, half-orc barbarian, of course. We had, I think, a human pally. We had a tiefling cleric, I believe. Like, a very normal party, but just this... We have Peepaw. He's just doing his darndest. And it's like, literally, I think once, he came close to dying because he failed a dex check, he slipped and fell and broke his hip. And it left him at 1 HP. And I almost fucking killed him! He slipped! And so, you wanna know my player's way of moving around his 5 HP cap? You know? And so, what happened was, because we have a ginormous 8-foot-tall half-orc barbarian, we had a baby Bjorn, right? And so, it's like we basically had... You know those cat backpacks that have, like a window for your cat to look at him? They commissioned an artificer and designed a backpack that they'd sling on to the back of the half-orc barbarian, and then the rest... So, like, he'd really be behind a flesh slab, like an actual meat shield. And then the other players would stand behind the meat shield and protect him from the other side too, so he wouldn't get hurt. And then every now and then, he would just unzip one little side of the backpack, stick his little wand out, go, fireball! And then just destroy enemies from the backpack. And so, yeah, it's the guy that holds like a Patrick in the SpongeBob episode. Exactly. Like imagine you're zip, fireball, and then the enemy fucking explodes. And so that's basically how it went. And to be fair, the Kenku died twice in the game. Luckily, they had Revivify. Luckily, they had it. Okay. That's nice, Peapod. Get in the cat carrier. It's barely coherent. It's fireball. And there's like a little scrawny bird arm comes out of the backpack. It's so fucking stupid. But I allowed it because it was funny. But it was so... Because, like, I thought long and hard. I was like, how am I gonna debuff you? Because level 9 spells are insane. Like... A DM never wants to... Okay. The highest I've ever DM'd for was level 15. You never want to DM for level 20 because I don't think people realize the level of psychosis that occurs at level 20 combat, you know? Because level 20... So, when you're scaling D&D characters from level 1 to level 10, like level 20, level 1 is like, you're a newborn. Level 5, like, okay, you're a functioning regular person with a regular occupation. Level 10, you are an expert at what you do. Like, you're a professional. Not everyone can get to level 10. Level 12 to 15, it's like, you are a master at your craft, right? You are among the greats, right? 20, you're just God. You are the DM at that point. You're just God, okay? You are simply just a deity at that point, you know? You're literally just God. And so, like, my players like, Aya, what's it like DMing for level 20? I don't dare do it! I choose not to. I'll actively TPK the party instead. No thank you, okay? Yeah, at level 20, you're actively fighting Jesus and Buddha at the same time, okay? It's crazy. Did the week get reset every time he died? No, it kept going. They just had to cast Revivify. Yeah. I don't know why. This is not a read on Baba Booey, but I feel like Baba Booey would be a geriatric Kenku. Like, because we did name the Kenku Peepaw as like an in-joke because he's so old he doesn't remember his name. He's like, he has dementia. And so, I feel like if I were to ever dox Baba Booey, like if I were if Baba Booey's webcam just randomly turned on, he'd just be like this soggy, like, old crow sitting in a gamer chair. I don't know why. That's my mental image of you, Baba Booey. I just imagine that you're this suspiciously soggy little bird sitting in a chair just splooting right there. For some reason, you are old and soggy. Yeah, for some reason. It's not a read, it's just an opinion, okay? I'm not being mean! I am never mean. What are you talking about? I am literally never mean. Literally never mean. Never. I am such a good noodle. I am, like, honestly so nice. Yeah. I'm honestly so nice. I told you I played as a duck. I had no attack spells, nothing. I got super lucky with causing dumb stuff to happen. I did kill my entire team because I accidentally stepped on a tripwire. That's fair. That's fair. You're like a Disney World duck. Yeah, crazy. You know how it's the truth. Yeah, Bubba Boy is definitely soggy. You threatened me earlier, and I do it again. Yeah, Aiadmirers are soggy because they keep crying whenever I'm not around. Whenever I end stream, they go, Gooby! Where are you, Gooby? Gooby, come back! And they start crying really, really bad. Yeah, they cry a lot. And so, yeah, they cry a lot. That's why they're super soggy. That's why Aiadmirers judge me for eating soggy fries. Because when they're soggy, the Aiadmirers get jealous. Like, only we're allowed to get soggy. Oh my god, the Isis girl Scrat? Yeah. Oh my god, Moda's crying. I know. You're being mean as you speak. No, I'm not. I'm a very good noodle. Yeah. It's okay, Aiadmirers. I like you even when you're soggy. Even when you're soggy, you're still my burbs. My soggy little burbos. I still love you. You're also soggy? No, I'm not. I am not soggy. Far from it, you dingus. I'm not soggy at all. You're just making shit up now. Gooby ain't no soggy. Yeah, okay? Yeah, just go for it, Trax. It's fine. Just go for it. Like, if I have a problem with something, I'll give you a verbal warning. You're fine. She's crispy then? No, I'm not. I'm not crispy. I'm perfectly moisturized. Okay? I'm lovingly moisturized. You are soggy. Yeah. You don't sogmaxing your... Sogmaxing. Yeah, sogmaxing is a phrase that exists. Let's go. Yeah. Oh my god, it's Jeff from Marvel Rivals, yeah! Cooper, can I help you? What is with your What What at? What do you mean, What are you planning, you dingus? You fiend! I'll have you know. What? I'm going back to bed. What the hell is this? Me judging you. You know what? Fuck it. Vampire Woman also judges you. She's judging you right now.
Thank you for the stream.
Get judged, idiot. Akacho, thank you for the donation. Thank you. I like to write D&D characters / OCs with a tragic background. Me too. I don't think any of my characters have happy childhoods. I recently read a samurai. Her husband is cheating on her with a fox spirit. She kills her husband in entire film because of that. Now she has to find a way to redeem herself. Blue Eye Samurai. You would like that series. You should watch on Netflix. Thank you for this. Thank you for the donation, Kacho. Woman's Winter, thank you for the super. Should I Aka Gooby even though I'm sick? Aka! Is your Akasupa an OC? Is unless you have a full backstory for it, I don't want to hear it. Okay? No. Bubba boy, don't encourage her. Aiadmirers, I want us to be a community that encourages and supports and lifts each other. I only got 5 minutes to go back to get judged. Yes, and yeah. And so have I roll for it's above a 15, send it. What? What if I just say I rolled? Oh no, I rolled a nat 1. Crazy. Then stop bullying us. Then stop being bullyable. Stop being bullyable then. Maybe that's your issue. Yeah. Maybe that's why you dingus. You nasty. The Aka roll? That sounds like a wild sushi roll. Like a crazy sushi roll. You said you wouldn't lie to us, ma'am. I don't. Corgi, thank you for the super. Vamp wife plus Miss Amare voice equals eternal pregnancy. Well, fun fact, I did use the Miss Amare voice to voice her during the game. Like, let me pull up a good night, Joseph.
I did voice her like this. The thing is, I for the life of me cannot do a French accent without sounding fucking stupid, and so it's like, well, to be fair, she is meant to sound very like uninterested, and so it kind of makes sense. And so yeah, I actually did use the Miss Amare voice when I was talking as her. It just makes sense because she's like, I imagine that she's a very gruff, rough around the edges kind of person, and so I kind of imagine that she has like a deeper tone to her voice. Yeah, she kind of has like an apathetic kind of vibe. Like she's there to do her work, just don't get in her way kind of shit, you know?
Yeah. My loins! What the fuck? my loins! Pinkerton, thank you for the super! This Supa's parents were cruelly slain by the IRS. It learns to level up into a mighty Akka and claim vengeance upon its enemy. How is that? Guys, we are not actually making super chat OCs. Guys, I don't want Supaverse OCs. We are not turning these squares into OCs. What the fuck? Thank you for the super, Pinkerton. Hi, oi, oi. Why not? I think you're being disingenuous. Shut up. Okay, what the fuck? Shut up. Silence. Guys, crazy idea. Shh. You have no ideas. Okay? I'm gonna give my super OC so much trauma. No! Guys, we are not launching a series of super OCs. Insane. Hot square. Oi oi. I'm gonna make your name even longer. Every time you piss me off, your name gets a little bit longer. I add more unnecessary syllables to your name. Okay?
Bold of you to donate to someone who can Photoshop you.
God damn it! Thank you for the super wound smoocher. Thank you. It's a normal Supa that got covered in blood during a battle from my vampire OC when she fought a prince, so that she could have the princess all to herself, and then the princess drank the vampire's blood and they fricked. Not to say that vampires can't be heterosexual. Lesbian vampires just hit different. Not that heterosexual vampires are not hot, because they are. They absolutely are. Glares at Asterion. Male, like, that's fine. Sapphic vampires hit entirely different. I don't know what it is. They just hit different. I mean, I do love my heterosexual vampire pairings. Also awesome. Love it. Love to see it. But sapphic vampires just hit different. They just hit different, you know? Yeah. They scratch a certain itch. Thank you for the super woman smoocher. Thank you. It's crazy. Lamau, try me. Shut the fuck up, oi oi! Shush. Yeah. Lychee, I think that's a lot of dads. I think I have like a friend of a friend who has twins, and sometimes he gets his own kids mixed up. Thank you, woman smoocher. Thank you. Mwah! Oh, hell yeah. Casting lesbian vampires, bro. I forgot their names, but those two, the beefy vampire and like the businesswoman vampire, girl, crazy, went insane. Oh boy, thank you for the Supa. Thank you. The Supa has a terrible backstory. After waking up from a surprise lobotomy from a random platinum-haired witch, they now walk around aimlessly, bumping into things. Do not hit Baba Booey with the flame riding emoji. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Baba Booey, that's the worst OC I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah. I hate this character design. It's just a square. I hate it. That is possibly the most poorly designed OC I've ever seen in my entire life. It's horrible. I hate it. That poor yellow Supa. Yeah, it's piss colored. Yeah. Yeah, no. That's the worst OC I've ever seen in my entire life. I would cry myself to sleep if I was that OC. Yeah. That's the worst one. Yeah, that's the worst one I've ever seen, honestly. Easily. By and large, the worst OC ever. Okay? Then I did not pee on it. Shut up. Stop being mean about my OC. Watch me. This is the worst OC ever. There's no decent character writing at all. And quite frankly, this character reeks of piss. So, I think not. Now shush! Thank you for the super. Thank you, Bully. No one thank you for the super. My super OC was so poor he drank ice soup to have enough to send his Oshi money. When he ran out of money, he died. No one, are you trying to tell me something? No one? Guys, today's the 1st of the month. I know rent is due. Guys, what is wrong with you guys? No one! Stop eating ice soup. You need real food. No one! Thank you for the super. What is wrong with you? Wait, hun. I didn't say you were the witch. Why are you projecting that on yourself? Are you feeling self-conscious? Why do you hate me is my main question. Why do you hate me? What is everything? Now that smile on your face. At least you're smiling. The insane. Shut the fuck up. Thank you, no one. Silence. Invisible food, not the Plankton hologram food. Not gonna lie, the meatloaf from Plankton's hologram was kind of... It looked scrumdiddlyumptious. Yeah, it looked scrumdiddlyumptious, I cannot lie. Oh god. Shatsuma, thank you for the super. The super is considered to be the chosen one after the last one alive in its hometown. After being the last one alive in its hometown. Little did they know, it's actually a werewolf with bloodlust. A werewolf super? What's... Huh? What's a werewolf with bloodlust in a super? Oh my god, are you gonna send me a fucking wolf emoji? Alpha on the prowl. Kunai Nakasato, you'll always be famous to me. Always. And what the fuck? It's weird how I don't have any werewolf OCs. I have a vampire, but not a werewolf. That's weird. I should fix that. Thank you! Thank you, Chat-sama! Thank you for the super! Shut the fuck up, Ito. You're such a nerd. Yeah, do not be after me. Exactly. Rent is due. Release the blind acupuncturist Amazon woman who's in her early 40s. What does that mean, Cooper? What does that mean? What does that mean? But brother, we're salamander supas. Shut up. Chat-sama, thank you. There it is. It's a world. Guys, we have the world's first 24 karat la baby. The world's first werewolf super chat. Insane. Absolutely insane. Werewolf super goes crazy. Thank you for the werewolf. Awoo. I hope it's an alpha. Yeah, I hope it's an alpha. Crazy. Yeah, the two wolves inside Chatsam are both... The two wolves inside of Chatham are just two, like, corgis. These two little chihuahuas. A Labubu is an abomination. A wolf Labubu be an Awoo-woo. That's good. An Awoo-woo. That's a good one. Don't look, I'm gonna release the beast. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the movie Split by M. Night Shyamalan. But, like, the scene where he says releasing the beast... It's a little corny. I think it's cute, but it's a little corny. A little bit. Oh, woo is crazy. Sutu Utu? Sounds so cute. What does that even mean, Oyoi? Hi, Tama. Hi. Yeah, exactly. Same energy as this Morbin time. Exactly. You can, sure. Yeah. But it's so funny. But like I mentioned earlier, I feel like a lot of NSFW OCs. Well, technically, my OCs are a little bit a little bit NSFW, in a sense that a lot of them feature like body horror and that kind of thing. Like for example, that one warlock who's basically a funny little sock puppet for his god. So like that's pretty fun. And so like, oh yeah, also this warlock is really fun because like he maintains like a both male and female form and appearance, because again, he's shaped to the accordance of whatever his god wants, and his god wants anything. And so if his god wants a female form, then he gets crafted into the shape of a female. If he wants to look like a fucking duck, then so be it. And it's really fun. I quite like the kind of like this warlock having no real bodily function or independence because he gave it all up to worship a god. It's fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It autocorrect to Viet Lamau. I forgot, Oyo, are you a Viet person too? Yeah, I low-key made an Adeptus Mechanicus, but organic, I guess? Yeah, Adeptus Fleshy? And so it makes for a lot of really fun body horror and that kind of thing, because their bones will break and their flesh twists around to accommodate for whatever that god wants. I kind of think it's fun, you know? Yeah, it's also like the frightening cosmic horror of a god that just has no regards for the safety and comfort for his only his most loyal follower. I'll ask like a god to make me a hot woman in full plate to make Aya attracted to me, so then she'll think I'm out of her league. What? There's silence! No! I don't want to wear the full plate armor. I want to become more chivalrous. For reals. Listen, there's like 8 Viets running around in chat. I keep forgetting which one's what. Shut the fuck up! Anh không biết cái gì hết. Em quên mà. Chat có nhiều người Việt. Sometimes em quên. Okay? Em không nhớ được. Chat có nhiều người Việt mà. Shut up, oi oi. Mods destroy oi oi. Yeah. Mods, destroy this guy. Thank you. Kill this person. Thanks. Yeah, it wasn't Insult. Isn't there like a Naruto character who does that? She's called... Wow! Gaslighting, blah, blah, blah. Insane. Wow. Bubba Bully actually hates me. I will only accept your blood as an apology now. Yeah. Me too. I love angsty OCs. Josh, I'm gonna eat you. Josh, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the fucking police. I'm over this. I'm calling the motherfucking police. Yeah. I bet you... You know what? Mods, kill Oi Oi. Mods kill Oi Oi right now. Thank you. Yeah, mods, kill Oi Oi. Silence. Mods, kill this person. Thanks. Laser them immediately. Silence! Silence, lesbians! Half of chat goes silent. I don't know. Why do I attract the girl lovers? There's a lot of them for some reason. There's lots of girly kissers. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. No, you know what? Mods, close the halves of the demon core. Yeah, close the halves of the demon core around the Aiadmirers, thank you. Yeah, queasy dial. Queasy. Absolutely bonkers. Yeah, well, goes true. Cunty attracts cunty. I'm cunty. Shut the fuck up, Oi Oi! Thank you for the Akasupa. You know, Boba Boy, I welcome you as one of the rare straights. I like men too. Thank you for the... Why is it blank? Why is it blank? This Akasupa's not an OC. I don't see any backstory. What do you mean, there's no backstory. The fuck? This OC has no backstory. Oh, Không biết cái gì hết. Không biết cái gì hết. Không nói gì mà. Get super chat kung kaima. Thank you for the Akasilpa. Thank you. I was once told that apparently my Vietnamese has a lot of a really weird mix of both southern and northern dialect, which is why it's kind of hard to understand sometimes because it's a weird mix. Yeah. Thank you for the Akasilpa. Fuck. Thank you, oi. Thank you. It's silent. Hello, my darkness, my friend. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na na na. Na na na. Na na na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. It's a good song though. I was playing in my brain, still remains. Thank you for the Akasupo. Oh! Another fun. Okay, I actually designed this character before I got into Warhammer. They're actually very similar to the Sisters of Silence, where so I had a character from a campaign that I played actually. She was a cleric. You'll notice I play a lot of like religiously themed characters. I just happen to like it. And this one character actually had what I can only describe as a cursed tongue, basically, where think of like Inu something Inumaki from no, the cursed speech user from Jujutsu Kaisen, where like a lot of her so basically she would accidentally curse people if she spoke and that kind of thing. And so she wore a muzzle to prevent that from happening. The worst part, sexy tiefling. Sexy tiefling with a muzzle. It's over. It's over. I think there's layers to this. There's layers to this. Uh-oh. Thank you for the super corgi. Thank you, Bubba Boy. I hate those emojis. Shut the fuck up! Thank you for the Akasupa Oi Oi. Mods, destroy Oi Oi, please. Thank you. Was the muzzle cunty? It was actually okay. Again, in the vein of body horror, so basically, she didn't have so funny enough. So the muzzle was not actually like a typical muzzle, right? Because that wouldn't be able to keep her mouth physically shut. And so it's like, you know, when you smile, you can see your gums. She had morticians. When morticians set faces, they'll often use like this you play mortician simulator, right? Mortuary assistant. And so they basically bolt the mouth shut by piercing these bolts through the gums, like through the actual like skull, and rounding wire around the teeth to keep the mouth shut. Basically, she has that. She has a small opening on this, like she can still open her lips and smile and make expressions and that kind of thing. But like, she'll stick a straw to the back of her mouth to consume like, you know, liquid foods and that kind of thing. But she was unable to speak. Yeah. And so yeah, her mouth is bolted shut. Yeah. And so like in the game, we actually never finished it. Actually, we ended up disbanding because the DM got too busy. But I think she did unwire for a little bit. I think she got pretty close to her. So in our party, there's actually a 5-member party. It's kind of a big party for a somewhat inexperienced DM. I think it was only their 3rd time DMing. And plus we had a few homebrew additions to our characters, which probably didn't make their DMing job any easier. But so there's 5 people, and I think the person she was closest with was actually a Air Genasi, whose name I forgot. But was really friendly with her and helped her come out of her shell, and even learned sign language to communicate properly with her. And so I think at that point she unwired her mouth, and so the bolts were still there and she could still wire herself shut, but like I think she only used it in combat once. And the thing is, like, the way we sorted out her spell casting was that I had to roll a dice every time she cast any kind of spell, and it always risked backfiring. So, like, for example, if I was doing, say, healing word, because of her cursed tongue, she had to roll a d20, and anything below a 10 would risk dealing healing to the target, but also necrotic to herself. And so it's kind of like a potential backfiring situation. Fun for gameplay mechanics, but it was also very tricky to manage because every attack felt like a Hail Mary. But it was fun. It was fun. Also, cryogenics, insane comment, by the way. Insane comment. Aya, alright, this is a cool character concept. Now, how do I make them sexy? Shut up! Shut up! Body mod. Well, technically, is that a body mod? I think so. Hail Mary. I'm gonna sneeze! Never mind. Never mind. Gooby was joking. Yeah, Gooby just joking. Yeah. Half demon and son of Satan, heir to hell. He's only half demon because he got turned. He's a human. Oh. Hi, Teresa. Again, there's a trend. Everyone has a half demon OC. Everyone. You gave this sneeze anxiety. Oh yeah, it ran away. Plus you revoked. Why? Why do you hate me? Have you made AU versions of your own? Yes. Yes. Well, not even an OC. Again, D&D character. So towards the end of a campaign. So again, this is why Bear is the best DM I've ever had, easily. So, towards the end of one of our campaigns, my character actually died. She was a what was it? She's a druid. She was a druid, and she fell in love with another player character, and they both died in the final encounter. And so, the thing is, we died in combat, and Bear, being the god tier DM that he is, let us die in combat, and at the end of the game revisited us. Like he just turned to like me and my friend who we were playing with, and he was like, he basically gave like this completely like it's insane. Bear is such a good DM. So after combat finishes and we settled down for a little bit, he looks at me and he looks at my friend, and he's like, so I think. What's the name of my character? Agnes! My character's name is Agnes. Agnes and, yeah, Andromeda! Andromeda, yes! Her character's Andromeda. So, Agnes and Andromeda. And so, the way that Bear described this last encounter as we're passing into the afterlife was insane. So, he basically starts off, he's like, Agnes. And mind you, this is D&D setting. Phones don't exist. Modern technology does not exist. This is like a classic Feywild shit. And so, this crazy tonal shift. Bear goes, so Agnes, you look up from your cell phone. You've been texting Andromeda asking where she was. She's late to your date, like that kind of thing. And then you look up and there she is, Andromeda. You see Agnes standing by a cafe waiting for you to pick her up. She's been sitting there for a while. She looks annoyed. And then, like, they run to each other, they hold each other's hands, they look into each other's eyes, and Andromeda asks Agnes, do you think we'd be together in every universe? And then, Bear, and like, I cannot speak the way that he does, he's crazy. He basically snaps through several scenes, like, you know, like, they're together in a field, they're together in an office, they're together in medieval times, they're together as corpses under the ground, they're together there at the bus stop, like that kind of thing. And just like snapping through these scenes until it fades to black. And then our characters are dead. Which is insane! Bear is the best DM I've ever had. I'm so excited to play with him again! So excited! I'm so glad I decided to reach out and ask if he was DMing again. It was so good. We were bawling like idiots. I cannot off the top of my head word it the way that he did, because he actually prepared, like, literally after the final battle, he was typing vigorously, because I think he was typing out how he was going to say that last section, which is insane. making new notes mid-game is crazy. And so, like, he was typing those notes and he's... Oh, so good. He's such a good dungeon master. So good. And it's just flavor text. Man, it is good. It was so good. Yeah, we bawled like idiots. We were so sad. Bawling our actual eyes out. We were not okay. It was so good. He's an excellent dungeon master. He's like, yeah, you're beautiful in every... Yeah, no. It broke us. We were not okay for a while. We had to take a 5-minute break to, like, stop crying. It's like he's trying to talk to the remaining players and get them through the endgame final dialogue. Then me and my friend are in the kitchen crying as we're pouring ourselves more soda. Wiping our faces with bounty towels because he ran out of tissues. It was so good. So good. That's why I love D&D though. That's why I love this shit, because like, where else can you do this, you know? Yeah, sure, roleplay servers exist. The thing is, I never understood roleplay servers because how is there ever any urgency? I feel like D&D has perpetual risk because of gameplay mechanics, but roleplay servers, I don't think there's ever any urgency or risk per se. There's no chance. Everything is scripted. Whereas what's nice about D&D is that things are scripted, but they don't guarantee anything, right? You can have a fucked up roll, you can die mid-combat, that kind of thing, so... Hi, Ika, it's been a minute. Hi. Yeah, apparently, role-playing system is meant for urgent... not all role-playing system is meant for urgency. That's the thing, though. I have a hard time engaging with the story if there's no kinds of urgency, you know? Honestly, Hugh, so true. Every D&D player who has a warlock has made a warlock who's in love with their patron. Yeah. Yeah, honestly. Can you draw Agnes for us sometime? Well, she was just kind of like... Well, she's... Wood elf. Wood elf druid. Kind of predictable. I don't think she looks that unique. I think the only unique trait I gave about her was that she's missing an eye and had a few scars, I think. Yeah. Yeah, but her wild shaping into a saber-toothed tiger was pretty badass, though. But man, that's cool shit. Worshipping our Oshis can grant us spellcasting abilities. Literally, that is the game I'm starting with Bear, because you know how Bear is a crazy good DM? We got into contact, and Bear's like, wanna join a game? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do! And so, I am gonna be playing a Warlock. Okay? I've yet to determine the race of the Warlock. I might just min-max it. I might go for a min-max Charisma build, we'll see. But her patron's gonna be a VTuber Oshi. And that's why tomorrow we're having a VTuber designing stream. Because I need to design her a goofy looking VTuber Oshi. And so whenever like my character will be watching her Oshi through a scrying mirror and throwing gold coins as super chats into the mirror. And instead of like a fancy magical robe, it'll be a happy with the VTuber Oshi on it. That'd be so stupid. I love it. That's so stupid. It's gonna be so silly. Yeah. The last D&D OC I had was a wretched little halfling rogue. Wretched is insane descriptor. He is a stinky little homeless man with a fake Cockney accent. He poisoned a slumlord with rotten applesauce. That's just typical Aiadmirers behavior. Wretched, stinky, Cockney accent, poisoning with applesauce. Listen, that's just a typical Aiadmirer. I'm not surprised whatsoever. Typical Aiadmirers behavior, honestly. Yeah. That's a typical Aiadmirers behavior. Okay, I kind of like the adoptive parent angle with Warlocks, but I also love the role reversal of, like, the Warlock having control over their patron. Like, even, like, down to almost... Not necessarily, like to weaponize and mechanize them, you know? Yeah, I kind of like that aspect, too. Oh, Pinkerton, thank you for the silver. Oh, Monte Gaby! can you cast me the ability to cast the sleep spell? Also allow me to target myself. Thanks so much. I also imagine a dragon or a great old one streaming. Honestly, I considered having a dragon outfit. I considered it. I considered it for a while. For a good long while. I went against it though because I didn't want to step on toes with actual dragon members, like for example, like Dola Senpai or Oiwa or Suen. So, thank you for the super. Yes, I grace you the ability to cast sleep. You get plenty of rest, Pinkerton. Mwah! Thank you. Yeah, I really wanted like a dragon kind of style outfit, you know. But I didn't want to step on any toes though, like design wise. Yeah. By the way. Next week I'll be dropping something special, so just keep an eye out, okay? Yeah. Next week, okay? Cock, you think British? Well, Europe's not real, that is true. Yeah. And next week, keep an eye out. Okay? Yeah, just keep an eye out for no reason. Just cause. Ha. Yeah. And what am I dropping? A nuclear bomb. The demon core, actually. Oh yeah, also, I'll be out and about for a little Lolita picnic on Saturday, so I'll be home a little bit later than usual, which is why we're having a later stream. Yeah. The maiden, the dragon, and the paladin all at once. Exactly. Who up casting they spell? Who up firing they balls? In the throne room. Straight up casting it. And by it, I mean my staff. I'll have you know that scene from Nijisanji does play in my mind regularly. Yeah, no, Aiadmirers spoil me way too much, okay? It's wizard time, motherfuckers! Fireball! I just keep on thinking about Peepaw. The fucking Geriatric Kenku, and then just zip. Fireball! And this little fucking crow, this like 4-foot tall dying bird from a man's backpack starts blasting fireballs at you. Just zip. Fuck you, fireball! And just blast the shit out of enemies. Thank you for the silver babooey. Thank you. Nah? What do you mean, nah? You dare question? You dare go against your Oshi? Ridiculous. Mods, kill Baba Booey. Yoink 'em. Yeah. Thank you for the super. Fuck you. Stinky. Thank you, Baba Booey. Smelly butt. Hi, Axe. Hi. I don't know why Axe gives me like stoic. It's not stoic, but like kind of like stinky poo. Stinky but stoic vibes. And so I think it's cute how Axe always says hiya. Instead of hi or hi Aya or something like that. It's always hiya. I don't know, it's cute. It's a gap moe. Yeah, you know? So you can be both. You can be stoic and stinky. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Aiadmirers are soggy, stinky. That's where their stinky comes from, because they're soggy and moldy. That's why. That's why I'm not giving them lap rides today, because I know that they're soggy. It's because you're Aya, so you gotta say hiya. True. Agreed. Good. Good, Aiadmirer. Would you, even though you're moldy. Why can't you be nice to us? Don't wanna. Rub my stinky face. No! Don't wanna. Then I cast Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave? I don't think a tiny little Thunder Wave from a bird's gonna move me, okay? Soggy fries are fresh and delicious, okay? Fresh and delicious. Wait, do I have any pictures of my OCs? Hold on. I might have a few drawings. Let me see. Oh my, I forgot my Edgelord Cerberus OC. I forgot. Remember when I drew this really edgy, like, furry, like, Cerberus kind of situation? Hold on. Remember, I think I drew this a couple months ago, remember? Yeah. I'm not pretending to be mean, I am mean. Yeah, there was this Cerberus OC. Yeah, this Edgelord one. What else have I drawn? Oh yeah, my Fursona! Yeah, I drew my Fursona a while back, a Fennec Fox. She's cute though, look at her. She's kinda cute though. She's a little Fennec Fox. And I modified my costume to fit her a little better. Yeah. No, shut the fuck up. Let me see. What else did I draw? My Sonic OC! Yeah, I made myself into a horned owl. Yeah, looky. Yeah, I'm a horned owl. Isn't that cool, though? Yeah. Oh yeah, I made the dragon character. Let me try to find her. I did draw like this mafia boss dragon. I forgot where I put it though. Where is she? Where did I put it? Fiddlesticks! I've misplaced her! Oh no! Oh, I did draw this clown a while back. Sorry if you have coulrophobia, but like... I did make a clown a while back. What if your OC's death is cured? They don't actually die, they just go into deep sleep for an unknown amount of years, wake up, and all those they love in their kingdom are gone. That's kind of cool. That's a cool concept. Because I often hear like the immortality thing, but that's a fun way of putting it. Like going into a deep slumber and waking up with everyone gone. That's a cool take on it. I like that. That's a very cool take. Yeah, it's a super cool take actually. Huh. Hey, where's my dragon character? She might be gone. I may have misplaced her, y'all. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! Gooby misplaced her! Sorry, burbs. I misplaced her. Yeah, I misplaced her. Oh no! Oopsies. I forgot. Sorry, burbs. Sorry. I lost it. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Fuck you, Weepin. Shut the fuck up. Wood? Insane. Insane. Honk honk. What the fuck? Not the Eldarly Harlequins. Not the clown fuckers. No. No. Curse. No, you're good, Oily. Cheese is clown. Grammar. Illiterate. Yeah. I couldn't commit time that today because it's office day, but it's brunch break. Of course, Rogren. Hope you're having an okay day at work. I can't draw, but I play multiple instruments, so I have OC theme, but no art OC. What instruments do you play? I hope you play the harmonica. Yeah. I hope you can play the harmonica. Gooby is cute. No, Majura is cute. That's right, I said it. That's right, I fucking said it. And I'll say it again. Oh, good morning around. Good morning. Oh my gosh, it's getting late. Uh-oh. Gooby might have to get going soon. Uh-oh. Guitar, violin, piano, bass, cello. Oh! You're like a veritable like a proper musician then. Oh. And you do math? Wow, nerd. Wow. You play multiple instruments and you do math? That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. Extra nerd. Okay, that's actually really cool though. But look at this nerd. Crazy. Crazy. That's some advanced Asian shit. Mm-hmm. Cam base. That's cool though. No, it's not. No, Gooby can stay until the sun comes up. Gooby has to be in the office tomorrow. I still gotta shower because I'm a little bit stinky. The Aiadmirers have rubbed off on me and made me a little stinky. Yeah. The Aiadmirers made me stinky, and now now I have to de-stinky. I have to unstinkify now. Stinky burbs! The stinkies! This is all your fault making me stinky too. Nasties! I hate burpees. The worstest. The worst! You play kazoo? I can play the clarinet and the Bubenfarten. Yeah. I got classmates. Oh, good night, Baba Boo. You take care. Mwah! Rest well, Baba Booey. My man is a whole string quartet. I know, right? Bro's a whole band. You don't gotta go to the office because I said so. And also, if you go, I'll cry and be sad and so. No cry! No cry! No clingy. Don't lick me ill. Well, to be fair, Nolan, the first step to being good at something is to be bad at something. Yeah, we can share with you. No! You'll spread your stinky. Yeah, Bubenfarten's an instrument. I've got 2 of them. Yeah. I've got 2 instruments. My boobies. I need to figure out what I'm gonna wear to work tomorrow. Oh, why Gooby go? Does Gooby hate us? Gooby has to go to work. Gooby has to go to work and earn her wage as a part of the American cog. Okay? Gooby has to be a part of the American capitalist machine real fast, okay? Well, technically the Aiadmirers do go to work with me. Yeah, because I have a little Aiadmire figure on my desk. Yeah, I'm ending stream. I have to go to work tomorrow. Wear Lolita coordinate? Girl, I am not wearing Lolita to work. I mean, it would work because, like, it's nice and warm. It'd be a lot of layers to keep me warm because the office is really cold. But, listen, I'm not bringing coffee and risking spilling on myself at work. Hell nah. Goob no work! Burp, give a gooba now! Exactly. I was born to goob, forced to be a slave to the American corporate machine. I'll wear Lolita this weekend, though. I need to figure out which coordinate I want to wear. Should I go military Lolita or, like... I do have a Han Lolita coordinate, but I was also thinking maybe classic or country. I don't know. I'm getting your duchies? Yeah! Lucky Charms, I want some. Please, thank you. Yeah. Military? Maybe. Is the stream ending? Yes! I just said so! Anyway, sorry. Just make sure you heard me this time. Country Lolita? Yeah, it's kind of like country, like a country core. Kind of like a cottage core. What's the occasion for? It's for like an outdoor little picnic get-together. Donathon, what's for I to have an early retirement from her day job? Shut up! I also need the insurance, thank you very much. Yeah. Mundane, thank you for the super. My OC is the unstoppable marching of time that will inevitably lead to work. Too real. Too real. Thank you for the super mundane. Sailor? A sailor core? I don't have any sailor Lolita stuff. I do have some like nautical themed accessories, but not a full nautical cord yet. Gooby isn't ending streaming because we said so. Gooby must go. No stalling. Gooby must go, okay? Gooby must earn her pay and her health insurance. Yeah. Time to make a bird-based insurance? For what, flying and shit? Yeah, what the hell? You're good, Gene. Positive for relief. Okay, this full bone stalling. My positive is it was fun learning about your OCs. And I had some yummy milk tea today. We're not stalling, we're saving the moment. I don't believe you, Cooper Black. It sounds like you're lying. Sounds like bullshit to me. Good and proper bullshit. Crash insurance for when you find this stuff. When you crash into my car windows. Yeah, no, shut up, Josh. You are stalling. Hurry up with your positives. Hurry up. Yeah. You would like Cooper. Here at Everyone's OCs was fun. I may have some ideas, like some character ideas. Yeah, nice. Yeah, use it as like inspiration of sorts. What am I streaming tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm designing my own VTuber baby, right? Yeah. Okay, I hope you get a little better soon, woman smoocher. I got coffees and a candle that was 65% off. Ooh, yum. Hope it smells nice. I catch Gooby stream after many weeks, yippee, and got yummy muffins. Nice. Your voice is so sweet, why wouldn't say the moment? Shut up. AiaAmareLIVE was lots of fun. Looking to Anime Impulse Dallas. You're gonna go? I'll see you there then. I was gushing about OCs and writing to Gooby and Babes. Good. And if you want to explain more about your OCs, feel free to use my Dear Diary tag as well. That's fine too. Goob is adorable. Shut up. I didn't lie about my cereal. I bet it was actually Cocoa Puffs. I bet you didn't actually have Lucky Charms. Been seeing a lot more wildlife in my yard. Ooh. Positive gob. Had 2 days of socialization and a bit of karaoke. Apparently I can kinda sing metal. Also cute Goob. Nice! I'm not cute. I is kind, I is cute, I is beautiful, I is durable, and I has a very kissable spot in her forehead. No! Silence! No lies! Silence, Burbies! Shush! Did some drawings, had some chicken nuggets for dinner, then watched Gooby stream and gush about OCs with everyone and relive my first Black Butler OC. Crazy, even I felt that. It was funny hearing about everyone's OCs when her family party early today. Nice. Made it to A-Rank and Sonic Racing Crossworlds Beta. Nice. Shut the fuck up. Making a character for D&D Club, plus checking out Library Club tomorrow. Also had what felt like a full circle moment realizing and from my DM, you know of his existence now. Crazy Dial. You were mean to me, Cooper! You're stinky and nasty, just like Oi Oi. That's why I gave Oi Oi such a long name. Yeah. I gave Oi Oi a long name as punishment. Now, wherever Oi Oi goes, now everyone will know that they're stinky. My Disney birthday. Happy birthday, Elin! I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of it while I go to work today. Wake up early today. Nice! Have a nice day at work. Made it to the stream eating lunch while watching the Goob. Nice. Not always gonna be more mean. No! Cooper. You can't be mean to Goob. You know why? You must pledge allegiance and pure and absolute loyalty to Gooby. You must submit yourself wholly to AiaAmare and to never question her authority or her decisions. That's right, Oi Oi, that's what you deserve. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Oi Oi, you can have long names. Yeah. Aiadmirers must live in fear of me. Yeah. They must fear me and also lust for me. But either one's fine, I'll take both. Yeah, I'll take either one. Elephant christened in holy water splashes you with my spit. Holy water, same thing. Take one of your kidneys. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. must suffer. What? What do you mean, me first? How can you pledge loyalty to Gooby? She keeps leaving us. Gooby has to go do work now. Gooby's got planning to do. Gooby has to shower as well. Okay? Meow. Gooby's going to bed now. I'll see you tomorrow, babies. Good night. Good night. Love, 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 love. Love, love. Ooh, I want to watch the trailer too. I'm gonna watch it later. Good, thank you, Railworks. Good night. No crying, oi oi. No crying. Good night, Burp. She hates us. Suffer, Axe. Good night.